How's it going? It's so damn good to see you guys. It's been a long time since we've been back here in Super RPG Friends proper, but it is back. It is a brand new season, season 5, which is honestly fucking crazy to think that we've done that many games to get us all the way to season 5, but we're doing something a little bit different this time. We are playing our first Nintendo 64 game on the show. It's going to be short, sweet, and a little bit introspective. We are doing Quest 64. We're looking deep up into ourselves and asking ourselves the question, was this game misrepresented by early YouTubers? Do people hate on this unnecessarily? Does it have some secret sauce? We are going to answer that today by bringing on some awesome people in addition to lovely guests that are fans of the game, have done stuff regarding the game, crying out that it is a game worth paying attention to. Tonight, my co-host Joey is here with me. Thank God he's here, because John is yet again in international pursuit because of, you know, the whole thing he's doing. So John is currently fleeing to an offshore island in New Zealand, but he's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. John
got confused because John thought that it was DEI, but it's really the DEA. You know, who's after his ass. So that's really why John is not here.
Fair.
So our special guest tonight, we have the lovely Tricky Boy returning. It's good to have you.
It's good to be here.
Have the lovely Mike joining us for the first time. It's good to have you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Mike is the lovely gentleman behind the Quest 64 official account. You may have seen some of his good old posts holding the torch high for Quest 64. We love to see it, so we had to have him on the first. If you didn't know, also, Tricky does have quite the nice video on Quest 64 that he did as well. And then rounding it out, an old favorite. I'm so happy to see them once again on the show. Wesley, my beloved.
It's
good
me.
to see you.
Hi, everybody. It's me.
Wes.
It's Wes. Right on your screens. YOLO?
Beautiful as ever. Chat's
Did you guys
rolling, so I can't even. Thanks to all.
Did you guys
chat,
know that John
tell you.
actually shows his ass before the stream?
John
Is it a good
does?
luck thing?
Yeah.
It's a tradition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's like, oh, let me just bend down and fix this giant display, and then his ass is out, and I'm like, John, that's egregious, and he says, I don't care.
He taints the whole stream with it, literally and figuratively.
Yes.
Wes is a perfect fit for John.
Well, I know.
I need to fill the gap.
Yeah.
I
Not
know
that
for
gap,
an
but a
absolute fact. I know for a fact that Mike is sitting there with his ass out right now.
It's Julie's a Wisconsin
The-
girl,
the
and
camera,
she sits
yeah.
there. Yeah.
There also may or may not be a fan located somewhere beneath the camera.
You gotta keep it cool. It's hot. Up there.
I don't know that for a fact. I just
Spicy
have-
here in Wisconsin. We're trying, gotta keep locked.
Airflow's important.
It is. Oh,
Well, do
what's
they
up,
have
Beardo?
spicy food in Wisconsin? This is a very important question. Is there spicy food in the whole state?
Yeah. In my city, we have a really dense, like Southeast Asian population, specifically like Hmong, and they have I have like 3 delis within 5-10 minutes of my house, and they constantly reward me with food that is not good for my tummy, and I don't know how to say no. So yeah, lots of spicy food.
My man.
My man.
I just wanted to. It was a capsaicin check, really.
Capsaicin check. That's what I need, like a button to press on my stream deck.
It's
that
a big
pops it up,
chili
like,
pepper.
Capsaicin check. Wow, wow.
Oh, spicy.
So, guys, if you guys didn't know, Quest 64 is the first RPG released for Nintendo 64, right, guys? That's the.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's the.
Blast Core and then Quest 64.
Yeah. Quest 63 came out, and then
Yep.
Quest.
Yeah.
I hate.
Yeah. I guess if you count Japanese games, or if you how broad, I don't know how broad your definition of RPG is, but Wonder Project J2 came out first.
Oh yeah, that definitely
The
counts.
follow up to the Super Nintendo
Yeah.
Wonder Project.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
that was
definitely-
first, but this was the first the first game that was marketed as an RPG, I guess. That's more like a life sim, like story mode kind of thing.
I mean,
Great game though.
everything can be considered an RPG.
Played on the show.
Yeah, people can be like, "You play a role, bro. It's an RPG," and I'm like, "I'm gonna fucking." But yeah,
Project Wonder.
it's
Wonder Project J2.
Oh,
That game rips, by the way.
Are we counting Hexen? Can we go with Hexen?
No, Hexen's a port.
Any big Hexen fans?
Hexen's okay. I didn't hate Hexen.
When we playing Quest 1 through 60? That's a good question. We're the Super Quest friends now, actually.
Hell yeah.
So, I'm gonna go around since the beginning of the game. It's always a little bit customary that we go through and talk a little bit about like our connection with the game, if we have any personal history with it and stuff like that. And I'm gonna start out by giving the floor to Mike. You want to tell us a little bit about your history with Quest 64?
This is it. I've never played it before. I came on this podcast completely blind. This is my first experience with anybody talking about it.
Yes, good.
The world's biggest quest poser.
Yeah,
ladies and
like
gentlemen.
that would be. This is the
Yeah.
time the mask came off. He waited till now to let the world know.
Yep.
This is very similar to the fact that Joey's
Persona.
never played a Saga game in his life.
That's true. Yes,
True.
very yeah.
No, I played it. I rented it a bunch when I was younger. We had a Blockbuster in a Hollywood and a Captain's Video that all had it, and I kind of rented it in a rotation depending on who had it. I made my mom go to a bunch of places and rent it. She got sick of me renting it, and eventually she bought it, which was a big deal in the late 90s because games were expensive. We only got a game or two a year depending on if I spent my own money. And I played the balls off of it and kind of got separated from it in my 20s. I started a family and a bunch of other stuff, and then got reacquainted when Facebook groups became a thing and everybody was buying and selling and trading video games on there and Craigslist, and I started posting 64 memes in those groups, and then it kind of carried over to Twitter and caught fire there, and then decided I didn't like it there, and now I'm on Blue Sky doing the same thing, talking about Quest, trying to repair the Quest reputation because it's obviously the best game. So everybody's got to know that, not just me.
Can I ask how annoyed you got at the trendiness of hating on the game because of content creators and shit?
I mean, that was kind of why I started the way my content, if you call it that, I guess. That's the way it's kind of molded by people like RGT85 and Pro Jared's video and the Completionist video. I don't have a lot of ire for those people. Pro Jared's another GameStop employee, Wisconsinite from the area too. So I don't we're Midwest friendly. I'm not hunting him down over his video or something like that. It sucks that that's the kind of thing that people remember, and not all of the reviews that were really decent and the people that enjoyed the game, that it sold well. It's just they remember the catchiest things said about it, or the most vapid YouTube videos. But it is what it is. The attention's good attention, I guess. I can correct that through
Oh man.
guerrilla posting on the internet. So
You know what's funny is the number of people at RPG Fan that I've seen genuinely open up about their love for Quest 64 because of your
Yeah,
social
I was gonna say actually, okay, this sounds really stupid and I'm trying to glaze you up or whatever. I swear to God, I'm not. But also you're cute.
no,
But
please
also I'm
glaze,
not.
glaze away.
So yeah,
Thank
okay,
you.
I'll, like a Krispy Kreme. I mean, it's been interesting to have somebody who has honestly influenced public opinion about something, and not in a kind of how do I describe this, like pejorative or like argumentative way. Like
Not saying everything is Quest 64.
Right, yeah, no, but not being fucking corny and having an account that's called like Quest 64 Weekly Pod or something, you know. But like, literally, you were just shit posting and being a silly little fella, and like it made people look at something differently, you know. And like, you weren't even like, dude, I mean, yeah, you kind of ironically were like, Quest 64 is the greatest game of all time. No one talk about shit about it, but like, the fact that you literally influence people to, you know how many fucking like Zoomers you probably influence to just download the ROM of this? Don't tell Nintendo. To download the ROM of this and give it a shot, you know, that's awesome, dude. That big props. I think that's really cool.
Making waves is what he does.
Yeah. It's the idea. I just want people to play the game. If Nintendo, I mean, and it's not on Nintendo, because even though it's called Quest 64, Imagineers still exist and they're still making games. They could release it, you know, on any system, and I would be happy. But probably on a Nintendo system, because that's where most of Imagineers games go now.
Like,
but yeah,
Miku
the idea is just more people play the game. Yeah, they like Miku and Fist of the North Star boxing.
Yeah.
And fitness boxing 1 and 2. And Olympic curling. Shout out to Tricky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the idea is to get more people to play it. So like, however I can get that thing to happen is the right way to do the internet. Like, I'm not making any money. I don't monetize any of the stuff I do. Unless you come to my rummage sale this weekend, I'm definitely monetizing that.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Shout out to Wisconsin garage sales.
Do not sell
but
that
yeah,
demo
no,
disc.
I'll just ship it to you. That's fine. We can see. Yeah, no, there's no real like rhyme or reason. I just want people to like experience the game or remember the game. Because there's really only like 3 groups of retro game players when it comes to like this kind of thing. It's like people who have a strong opinion already, and aren't gonna play it again because they've already made up their mind. There's people who have a strong opinion but aren't gonna play it anyway, because, you know, they watched GT85's video, or, you know, games age poorly to them, or whatever, you know, thing. Both those groups aren't like the target. It's the middle group, the second group that hasn't played it, doesn't have an opinion, just starting to dabble with retro games. Like, those people are like ripe for experiencing cool things and enjoying things that maybe they wouldn't. And if I can do that with some like really shitty posts, then that's what I'm gonna do.
I think that there is this trend of sort of bad faith irony playing of some games. It's kind of like, I don't know, since the Room, the movie, the Room, the movie, sort of made it ironically bad, or yeah, like bad things ironically fun, you know. It's not the only thing that's done that, obviously. But...
Yeah, this can harken back to any number of movies, but that one definitely brought it into the internet age mainstream.
Right, yeah. I mean, there's definitely been a paradigm shift over the last like 20 years of like, you know, the idea of enjoying schlock, right? So there are a lot of bad faith approaches to this game. It's like, I heard this game sucks. I can't wait to fucking meme about it and play it. And I think that, like, I don't know. I mean, we're a little guilty of that too, because this is like a bit of a sillier game to play on this stream. But I do think that that's kind of it's had an interesting dynamic with people, like, and I think the reevaluation of Quest 64 is upon us, and we're here to be the arbiters of that, really. I think
when you really think about it, we're trailblazers,
right? Yeah. But also, like, you mentioned Pro Jared, and I'm sorry for going off the rails on this, Frank, but you mentioned Pro Jared, and I fucking hate that ugly bird face fuck. And I've said this on stream several times before across the years, on my stream, on this stream, but if I would love to fight him 1v1 in a street fight, IRA. I would love it. Money, Final Destination, no items. I don't fucking need that. I'll 3-stock his ass. So Pro Jared, if you want the heat, come through. I don't actually have any beef with Pro Jared. I just hate him. You know, like, there are a few people I hate.
You want me to quick send him a message and get him in the chat?
Yeah, hit him up. Yeah, let's go.
For the celebrity boxing match of
Yeah,
Joey versus Pro Joey.
I was
corniest dude
worried about
ending.
this.
Pro Joey.
This is what I was worried about, Joey. I said, get up, be on your best behavior.
Tricky did say that. He texted me actually.
This is legitimately Joey's best behavior.
I know. No, Frank, no, you.
Say, Wes, you want to tell us a little bit about your experience with Quest 64?
Yeah, so I fucking loved RPGs since like the NES, and I learned how to read on Dragon Warrior back when I got it with a copy of Nintendo Power. So the N64 not having a lot of RPGs was like a rough time for old West. This is when I grabbed a PlayStation because I was not getting enough of the juice. And Quest 64 I actually never owned, but my much more wealthy best friend did, and we played through the whole thing like a couple of times through at his place over the years. And like I always had a lot of like meme issues with it, especially as a kid. Like we'll see this, but like the jump spin after battle is like poison to a child with poor sense of direction. Like no matter how much I now understand that it all makes sense, as a kid it was just like, why is he spinning? Where am I going? But the idea of like the main character being a wizard, like that was maybe one of the more unique feeling things about like a Japanese RPG that wasn't some plucky young boy with a sword. I know that that's not like a big hook these days, but back then it sure as hell was. And just the fact that it was one of the only like unabashed RPGs that we got in the West for the N64. Like this one wore its RPG status on its sleeve, where things like Hybrid Heaven kind of hit it, and Ogre Battle 64, had that tactical edge to it. This one felt like, this is an RPG for RPG fan.
Yeah.
Not to say anything bad about either of those other two games that I also unironically love.
Whoa, you put some fucking respect on Aiden Chronicles the First Mage, West.
I refuse. I steadfastly refuse.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
It's fair. It's fair. It's okay.
It was like this and Paper Mario were the two that were really like, hey, these are RPG-ass RPGs.
Mage on the system.
That's true.
That's very true. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, fuck.
I need the Jimmy Neutron brain blast like on a button. Funky young boy with a sword. Add that to your resume, Joe.
Hey, thanks, Billy. Thank you.
Tricky, you want to tell us your tale?
My tale is one of sorrow and sadness. No, it's not.
And a lack of pogs.
Yes, and a lack of pogs. But many. You just want me?
You said it was sorrow. I had to accompany it.
He was doing the violin.
I had lots of Mighty Beans though, and Crazy Bones. Anyway,
still have no idea what Mighty Beans are. Excuse me.
We're not getting into it because I just can't. I mean, if you watch the video, I picked up Quest 64 with my brothers at a Blockbuster. I genuinely, it's right behind me right now. I genuinely don't know if that's the one from the Blockbuster because I don't remember returning it and I don't ever remember buying it. So anyway, we sat there and we played it over a weekend, I think. And it took 3 of us to figure out how to beat the game. And I just remember being so nostalgic for it. And, I loved it. And my brother specifically, my middleest bro, it was like his favorite game. He still thinks it's one of his favorite games. He likes it more than I do. And
he didn't make a video on it.
No, but he didn't make a video. His ADHD is too bad for that.
I didn't let him on.
Yeah, I know, right? So I was like, you know what? Like, I was talking to him and he's like, you should make a video about Quest 64. And I'm like, you know what? I should make it. And because I remember seeing all the videos, like Pro Jarrett's video, Completionist was kind of like his was newer too. It was a meh video, but like some other videos and people just not loving it. And like, realistically, if you don't like a game, I don't care. It's a game at the end of the day, right? So like, I wasn't mad at anyone, but I was like, I didn't realize how many people hate this game. I was like, I thought it was such a fun game. I don't know why people don't like it. So anyway, I decided to start making a video, and then Josh Drive Hayes commented on Mike's post. and I follow him on Twitter.
Mhm.
And I was like, there's a Quest 64 official account. And so I just followed him. And then almost immediately, Mike, you followed me back. And I was like, or a couple days later, and I was like, what the I was like, what? And it just so happens I was making a Quest 64 video. And then, you know the rest. I made it. I didn't really say anything. And then Mike's like, are you making a video? Because I think I posted a clip of like it mid-edit. And then Mike's the reason why I got 15,000 subs. That's it. That's it. I love Quest 64. I always have. That's end of story. I always have, and I love love it. That's it. Nothing more to it.
And we love you because you're the best. Pretty soon we're gonna get your video up above Pro Jared's video.
God, I hope
Just
it does.
just to bury it further.
If I can get 1 million views on that video, and it's funny, it's like I've gotten so much better with my content creation, but like that's, I want that to hit 1 million. If that hits 1 million, if I'm known as the Quest guy in like YouTube terms, I'll be happy. I'll die happy.
Oh, Frank, the cameras are all.
Oh, I was about to something for treat.
Whoa, my camera's gone.
No, that was
We've been
me.
fucked.
Okay. So before me and Joey, we have to find out really quick what the fuck Mighty Beans is. So we're gonna
How do you guys
watch
not know what
this
Mighty
quick
Beans?
video
Mighty
here
Beans are on the
Mighty
scene.
about
Mighty Beans.
and we're all gonna find out together about what Mighty Beans are. All right, guys.
I think
Let's
this is
see.
after my time, man.
Mighty Beans are great.
It
Mighty.
Oh, I do remember this.
We bowl, we bop, like beans and hop.
I wonder what I got.
Some are hot. Mighty beans, so many too. From the circus, the Stone Age, and the zoo.
Nobody had you guys didn't have
They
it.
pop and drop, race and chase at the pace. Everyone's a crazy face.
Yeah, if you didn't know somebody who
hypnotic.
swallowed and died,
Oh no,
eating one of
I knew.
these, then
Each pack and track sold separately from
Mike, I knew
Spin
someone who ate one of these by accident.
How do you?
They
Yeah,
say it's
everybody
by
does.
accident.
Well,
They
he's
say
okay.
It was by accident.
Actually, I don't know how it got in my mouth. That's basically what he said.
The thing though is that Mighty Beans may be the only bean that most gamers ever find. So that's good for a lot of
Yeah.
unsatisfied partners out here.
Yeah.
Joey, you want
Best
to tell us a little bit about
Behavior.
your experience with Quest 64?
No. Well, yeah, it's
Yeah,
this
maybe
game is
after
a
you
little-
uncover him with the Mighty Beans commercial.
Yeah, that's fine. I deserve it, Wes.
No, it's still on
it's
it. My
fair.
bad.
Okay, so I just, I am Brian.
Yes. Okay.
This is, I hate to say it. I am Brian. That's why we chose Quest 64. I mean, obviously, I'm not exactly him. He exists in a video game, but my likeness as a kid was used for Brian, which is a very little known fact. Tricky should have covered this in his video, but unfortunately, he doesn't do his research.
I didn't have enough time,
Mm.
unfortunately.
yeah, not comprehensive.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I remember when this game came out, and I remember being super fucking pumped for it. And because I was a big RPG slut, and I followed it on Nintendo Power, and like Wes, I was like thirsting for a little RPG, And I remember this came out, and I was super interested in it because it had that element system. And if you guys ever played StarCraft Brood Wars custom maps, they had this like, it was called Elements the RPG. There was like a series of them, and I like that radicalized me to being Elements guys. Anytime there's like an elemental system, like Chrono Cross has it, Baten Kaitos has it. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was a fucking loud
I heard
motorcycle.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was...
wild. That was so loud.
I thought there was
Anyway,
someone sighing. I was like,
no,
what's
well,
going on?
it was John sighing actually from the DEA jail, but the DEI jail. That's why they arrested him.
That's
They
why
needed
they
a
got
white
him.
guy in there. Yeah. So, but yeah. So I remember getting it, and I had the same issue that Wes had, where after every battle, I would just get hardcore turned around. And I know the game points you into the direction you were facing, but it's still even as a kid I knew that, but it's fucking disorienting. And I remember getting very, very tilted by the game and grinding all the spells to oblivion in this, like hardcore for like hour. And the game, spoilers, the game is not long. So it was a total waste of time. So I never hated this game, but I do remember getting tilted by the encounter rate and how long the battles took. So yeah, that's all I got. Sorry for yapping so much, man.
You're fine.
Just for that, we're yapping more, Farnsworth.
For me, I was, I loved RPGs, and I was a Nintendo guy, so I jumped right into the 64, and I remember being like everybody that, was RPG fans at the time, being really excited for it. And I remember I played it, and I remember having a lot of problems in the forest. I remember how much I love the fucking little frog soldiers design. I will like never forget them. Those are one of my favorite like 3D enemy designs from that era. But I'm not sure if I was just like giving myself Stockholm syndrome because I didn't have any other options, because I don't think I played it again after my brother got a PlayStation 1. Or actually, what I think might have stopped me is I got Ogre Battle 64. So
Way
I've never
better.
actually fully beaten this game either. So that's one of the reasons why I'm excited to go back and see if my my memory is good. Oh, thank you, Gildar.
I don't have any more water.
You've been playing the tutorial from Ogre Battle 64 up until this point. Is that why you haven't played Quest yet?
Yeah. He's really trying to min-max what he could do in the opening, for sure.
Listen, we have to get the that right out of
Yeah.
the way, because otherwise it's you and me every time. So let's get this going.
Okay, I can't, Wes. I don't know, man. I see the vision. They're both like, okay, I just like to see Baten Kaitos as just one big game split into two separate ones.
Yes,
that's the best
the problem
way.
is Baten Kaitos 1 has the way more ambitious narrative, totally true.
Yes.
But the gameplay, the combat, the single shared deck in Baten Kaitos 2 feels like way smoother and a lot less of that fucky around little like, let's rotate the numbers.
Yeah.
The cards bullshit.
I agree, yeah, but I think that one ends up having more dynamism to the combat because it makes all your setups more cerebral, and the action, like the APM required in that game is much higher, and it like if you prune your deck really well in Baten Kaitos 1, you fucking clean in that game.
But
so
Joey, I like Dynasty Warriors. I don't need dynamism. I need a button to press.
Dynamism
until
Warriors?
Everything dies.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I like Dynasty Warriors as well. I like pressing a button. But yeah, no, I love Baten Kaitos 1. And I thought the same thing when I first played Origins, when it first came out. I was like, this is so much better. I like this one. And then halfway through the game, I'm like,
you miss the sauce? That's honestly, it's very Joey core. Like, you'll take that little bit of funky crunch just for the crunch itself.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's consistent throughout the whole game, and I'm not like, it's one of those things where I would say that Baten Kaitos Origins is better designed, more polished, but one got that like, it's got that like PS1 RPG feel where it's like kind of messy, kind of
I honestly think that's one of the strengths of Quest 64. Like, it's got ambition and it does some funky shit. Like, sometimes we like things with more ambition than execution. So that's my favorite type of game.
I love a little of that.
I think that, like, I mean, I've never played Baten Kaitos, so I have nothing to say about that. But I think that this game, and this is something that I've noticed. This is kind of going a little off topic, but on topic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed, like, in making videos, how incomplete every single game is.
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Quest 64 is the turning point when I was like, oh, this game wasn't completed. And you can tell the things that they wanted to do with it. And had they completed it, I think this would have been like such a good RPG. It wouldn't even been funny.
It actually had like the party system and stuff like that.
Yeah,
with those characters who are clearly supposed to be. What, there's the one girl who's only on literally one screen of the game, but has a more detailed.
Flora?
Yeah. Like
Or Fiona.
obvious- yeah, some the
Flora.
the blonde in like the
Yeah.
red armor.
Yeah, Flora. It is Flora, right, Mike?
Flora.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have John to be the Grand Abbot. That's like tragic. Tricky, would you like to be this Grand Abbot gentleman?
Yeah, I can. Brian, even though I've begged you not to leave, you still say you must go after your father. No matter how wonderful your powers may be, you are still a child. Your father, Lord Bartholomew, left to search for the stolen Eltail book and has been missing for a month. No wonder. Well, he's turning Bostonian.
He's going a little bit more.
He's migrated. He's
Yeah.
living in diaspora.
No wonder you are worried about him.
Gilbert
I lost
Gottfried
him.
at this. You're just slowly
No.
turning him into Gilbert
No
Gottfried.
wonder you contained in the words of the book is the power that exceeds human knowledge. I wonder who could have possibly stolen it from the crypt of the monastery. If an evil person should use it, the country and all of its cities will be destroyed, and the spirit's blessing will disappear from Keltland. Oh wait, and Keltland will once again be visited by the day of grief.
Monday.
It turned a
am
little
I right?
bit into like magic magic
Johnson?
Morty or whatever the fuck the magic guy's name is from Princess Bride / Danny DeVito.
Oh, inconceivable! That guy.
Come live.
Okay. Bartholomew's disappearance may mean he is caught in the fighting over the book. If you go, you may find yourself in danger as well. If you still insist, begin by going to Dandorin. Dandorin.
Cat.
Huh?
Cat.
We were all just saying cat because we were.
Oh, yeah,
cat.
cat.
We were like, oh my god, cat.
I'll ask the king of Dandorin's castle to protect you.
Great. Thanks.
Can I just say that one of my least favorite things in media is like when anything takes place in like a sort of medieval setting and there's voice acting, everyone does like received pronunciation.
Mhm.
You know, that's like the default. I don't know, like, oh yes, I'm a king, you know. And it's
Oh,
like
like
that's kind of
faux
fucked up. It should all be Midwestern accents. Like just disgusting, nasally Midwestern accents. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Be sure to get that magic spell from the
Yeah.
King of Dondarin.
And as somebody with a disgusting nasally Midwestern accent, I can say this. So
No, I can see that. I think there needs to be a little bit. Okay, wait, before I keep talking, every NPC in this game, I'm pretty sure every single one is different. They all have different names.
Yeah.
And it's one of the the only other game that I've really seen that, and it's not even as good as this, is Mega Man Legends does that too. Like 90% of the
Yeah.
characters in Mega Man Legends all are different characters.
Legends
This, I
fucking-
think it's 100%.
What are you gonna
That's
do a
like, I
Legends
miss
video,
that.
Yeah,
Tricky?
That's what I'm working on right now. Is Mega Man Legends.
ooh, very
But-
interesting.
But like,
The original
miss-
Dark Souls fair treat too. What's
You
your
wa-
roots?
yeah, okay, that's true.
It's got
That's true. I could.
it's got the canteen. It's got the sips. That's the origin of the Estus flask. of
That's
Mega Man.
true.
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 I gotta say, his run has aura.
Dude, it's
I
got
love
Good
it.
animation.
Then nope.
Brian's got great animations just in general, I think.
I think you mean me.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
Joey
Joey.
has great animations.
Yeah. Drewby's got his Jack 3 coming up next. Ooh, and he just released. Drewby just released Final Fantasy 8.
Final Fantasy 9.
9.
5-hour video for the anniversary.
Sorry, Wes. Are your eyes glazing over? It looked like they were for a second.
I'm great. I am
Back.
definitely
My
got
God,
the spare time for that one this week.
there's so many grooves.
No, here's the thing. Only like one of them has bread in it.
And that's I'm trying to find
Yeah.
my bread, you know.
Just like in
bread
real life.
seeking.
It just
right.
like in real life. Something about Brian's design is so iconic. I mean, he's an iconic character as is, but like he could have been the face of so many.
He
So
could have
much.
been Smash Bros, bro.
He could have been
Yeah,
in
it would've
Smash
cut it.
Bros. Like it would have been amazing.
One of the most iconic hair antennas in gaming.
Oh, 100%. Also, I have
Look,
never
man,
been in this room.
I had a cowlick, okay? I couldn't help it.
I've never seen this room before. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Courtyard freak. What are you doing?
I've never seen this room before. And Gilliman
Yeah, Gilliman and Audin.
and Audin.
Wait,
Mike, how many
did
rooms
these
are
two
in this
destroy your whole thing? Oh wait, no, one's shorter.
No, they're different.
Yeah, they
They're
are different.
they're
You're
different,
right.
yep.
They
They wear the
right.
same clothes,
Yep.
but they are individual human beings.
Those are different boys.
Are those some of your friends, Joey? Did you
Shut
grow
the
up with
fuck
them?
up, man. I don't need to. You're all dead. You're all
dead.
fucking dead, Wes.
See, what the hell?
Joey's the only
so much
survivor
here
of the
that I
Quest
missed.
64
Yeah.
massacre.
Tricky. Look at all these
How many
dewdrops you could have had.
dewdrops?
Yo, but what
Oh my
if they were
God.
called Mountain Dewdrops, dude?
I will-
They come with a bag of Doritos.
Can you believe that shit?
That's crazy. That's craziness. I will say though, I did completely miss the optional area in the middle of this game in the video because I forgot. I didn't miss it. I did it, but I forgot to
Oh.
record it.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it's
The
gonna be nice
drives
to
with
see
the
that. Yeah, the
pyramid
drive. Yeah. Which is like has a massive plot point in it that's like super important, and I just completely fucked up. Dude, Marmaduke, my man.
Yo, there's a dog.
Hey, Brian, I want to sit on the couch and eat a big sandwich.
Be very cautious. Evil creatures lie in wait beyond these monastery walls.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell, I have to do Lord Scott first because I just
You were born
I need to
for
do
it.
him. I was born for him.
Bread?
This is the room I was talking about, but I clearly. Fuck, dude.
Dude, the little animation of him bonking the chest with the staff is
It's
so
got a
cool.
little, it's
satisfying.
got a little stretch on it, a little stretch and
Yep.
bounce. Like it's really
Mhm.
nice, and I love this track too. Like
be-
monastery
Oh, yeah.
track.
Nah,
Can't be
nah,
fooled
nah.
by
I
a
like this
mimic
one.
because it's gonna hit it.
That's true.
What, Mike?
Can't be fooled by a mimic because, like, obviously he's just hitting every chest.
You're
Yo,
bonking
they
it.
attack them
Straight
all.
up bonking it. That's so true. And the Christian iconography,
Love to see it.
you
I
love
love me
it.
some.
Super Christian
You love
friends.
Love
Every
it.
Sunday at 9 a.m.
You know, the biggest
Yeah.
problem with being on Super RPG Friends and why I haven't been on enough times lately is because half the games y'all play don't even glorify the honor and glory of Christ. So,
Yeah, they
how
actually
can I possibly?
villainize Christ, dude. That's what I've been saying.
I mean, the
So
number of
long.
times you have to kill God, I honestly want to write into my,
You
my
know,
Christian
when we had to kill
union
God
about
in
you all.
Breath of Fire
The
3, I was
Spencer's
uncomfortable.
pastor. Bring it all the way back. You write Spencer's pastor about it.
Wait till you.
And then Final Fantasy VI decided to have gothic imagery for its final
Can you believe that
boss.
shit?
Guys, listen to the
dark.
soundtrack.
We get to meet Jesus later in this game too.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, Melrose music. The music in this game, Mike, who composed this game's stuff?
Masa Michiyamano.
Beautiful, a beautiful person. One like it is beautiful art. The art that they put into this game, the soundtrack in this game is so hype.
I remember
It's so good.
He did all
Also,
sorts
what-
of cool things. He did the Evangelion, the last two movies,
Oh,
the
wow.
1+2.
Oh, really?
He did
Yeah.
he did some of the Berserk soundtrack. He was on Rick, some Quentin Tarantino movie too. Maybe the one with the slaves. I don't remember.
I had
So that's
no
why it's
idea.
Mitchin. Did he make the dun, 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 dun,
No.
dun, 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 dun. Didn't make that one?
I did see the
No,
meme of
it's
the
not his vibe, bro.
I did see the meme recently of like the Super and Skullgirl playing that. That shit was so funny, man.
Oh, with the big sax or whatever. his
Yeah, I
name is?
forgot his name. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
my
so
character.
cool.
That's so funny. You get. Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's where I was going.
Hey, go
Why
down.
can't I go down? There's a slight lip.
There's a little bit of a lip down there.
A lip to it.
So I saw that you put a point into water. I thought we were doing fire wind build.
Yeah, only fire and wind, no healing.
Only fire,
nothing.
no healing. We want to stretch this series out into at least 10 episodes.
At least, yeah.
At least. That's being generous.
Probably more, because we'll decide to, push them all the way to the end. What's the max level for the elements?
Mike, what is
64.
It's 50 on classic here. You could switch to hard mode and we could go into the hundreds.
Shit.
it? That's a thing?
Wes, that's so weird.
We
'cause
have a hard mode patch.
Oh, yes. That's right.
That's so weird because this
It's not
song
wild.
sounds exactly like something in Phantasy Star Universe.
He also composed Phantasy Star Universe.
Motherfucker!
wow.
There we go.
You fucking nailed it, man.
Wow, no, that sounds like it's like there's a track in that game that's exactly this one. That's crazy.
That is the see? Quest is deep rooted in all games media. Anime, games, movies. Your soul.
Okay, well, don't go
kid.
so far there. All right.
Thought I was going crazy for a second.
Why?
Because I thought that the saving was just weird. When I tried to exit, I wasn't sure if it saved it, but it did. So we're good.
Yeah, it's like a one-click thing, isn't it? And then it goes away.
Well, when you go to close, even if you saved, it makes the little save file thing disappear. And it's like you're not gonna save it. And I was like, wait a minute, what? Look at this motherfucker.
That's Tim. That's Tim.
Oh my God, he's got a. How does one achieve?
Dude,
this
he's
form?
got double D's, baby.
Yeah.
This is what peak performance looks like.
Yo,
Made out
Tim's
like-
big naturals, bro.
I'm actually voicing Tim in the remake.
Good.
Wait, who is you are?
Yeah.
Hey, well, no, go back, Frank. Let's see what Tim
Okay,
has to
hold
say.
on.
We
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
that's a
listen
good
to
idea.
Mike's. Listen to Mike's
Let me
voice.
show the big naturals. There we go.
Oh, we can't do it. Nope, we can't do a preview. I'm sorry, I can't do
Ah,
the
NDAs.
God,
NDAs, dude.
NDAs.
Mhm.
all right.
NDAs.
Many spirits
What a
in my
form.
in
It is I,
in-
Tim.
I
In
wanna
my
be
breast,
this man.
there are many spirits
Many secrets and some sandwiches.
within my bosom.
Gaku, yeah, they did a bunch of the fitness box and stuff. Yeah.
I actually want to get the Fist of the North Star fitness boxing game. Like, I unironically want that.
Fitness of the North Star.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's something.
Joey, I need you to be Shannon.
Hello, Master Apprentice. I'm Shannon. I've been traveling hither and yon all over Keltland. I see you're setting out on a quest 64 too. I trust that we'll run into each other along the way.
You know what's crazy? You know what's absolutely fucking crazy? That voice fits with the lore.
She's yelling.
I gotta call and break up with Amanda real quick. Sorry.
No, it's
Oh, you just that bricked up?
That was too much for me. I know I can never be satisfied by someone else again.
Look, voices are important to sexuality, you know?
It's true. Frank, go up on that ridge. Go find that ridge.
Ridge up. Hold on. We're gonna
Go ridge up.
You know what else you
Rick,
could do? You could ridge up your wallet by getting Ridge Wallets, which is a low-form wallet that you can carry around. It protects you against hackers. If you don't get a Ridge Wallet, they're gonna steal all your things. Ridge
Fucking hate it when
Wallet
people hack my wallet.
for RPG friends.
Frank, who?
My house is a Faraday cage, so
Isn't there more goodies in that town for me to get?
Yeah, you just left it.
Oh,
I just
wait.
said
I
go to the ridge, and you didn't go to the ridge.
how are we supposed to do 64 episodes if you don't get everything?
Exactly.
It's true.
Tricky, do you understand how much I struggle with this every time?
This is Joey's entire life.
My
Yeah, I do.
entire watching Frank play the video game has like made me a calmer person.
Five grown men yelling over each other, and Frank not knowing where to go.
Guys, that's literally the show. Thank you for summarizing it.
Me getting like
That's Super
3/4
RPG.
of the way to a treasure chest and then turning around because it quote unquote doesn't feel right.
Yep, that's me. That's me too. That's why it bothers me so much, Frank, because I see in you what exists in myself.
I have to talk about this. This is a talking
Yes.
point. I hate how there is no items in this game. That's like my biggest complaint about this game, is that there's no gold and no items. And that is a very me thing, because I'm just like obsessed with collecting treasure and gold and buying things. I don't know, I'm a very
Especially
consumerist
since there's
person.
lots of items.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of items, but like, I can't spend my hard-earned cash on them. They just give them to you.
Yeah,
There's no
it's-
way that's
especially,
perfect.
I wish that you could like buy
we all
access
want it.
of the wings
It-
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
it is like a perfect world. If we're going to be honest, like that is like
True.
You're
you know,
post scarcity.
yeah, exactly. But
But Joey's
Okay,
not
yeah.
going to be able to sell Frank's not going to be able to sell a speed ring at any point. So what's
No, yeah,
what's
because
the
that's
fucking
dead
point?
with capitalism. The speed ring, selling a speed ring
Yeah,
died
trash
with
game.
The
capitalism.
speed ring
4 out of
economy
10,
is non-existent.
you can't sell a speed ring.
All I'm
Oh
saying
my-
is that why don't you buy yourself an escort and have 1 sec, Freaky? Have you thought about that?
Actually, almost forgot
no.
that I have something to give you and Mike. Act as a matter of a fact.
Is it a sticker?
He's gonna show you his ass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right up. You got to see how
He's gonna go full John.
I'm on the stream. I'm here. Do I need to listen?
No, you just have to. It's a visual.
Ah!
We got you a Sprite, baby. So we have Earthbound was our first game, and the lovely Erica has been making some of our awesome guests into Earthbound
that's a good
sprites. So we wanted to. We figured that Brian would be perfect for you too, Mike. So.
And Mike, what you could do is you can now monetize your account with
Yeah,
that sprite.
With that, yes.
You can sell
exactly.
merch with it. Yeah,
But I'll send that to you guys. But you guys get
Yeah,
officially
like
added
fucking
to-
NFTs.
Yeah.
yeah, the NFTs. Yeah,
That's the eventual
Quest guy-
plan
Quest
for the.
64 NFTs. Frank, you just went in that house. You're fucking
No,
killing me, dude.
I know, Drinky. Do you understand? Do you?
Listen.
Look, and I get
I'm
it too
still
because I've been
thinking
doing.
about the ridge. The ridge is still on my mind. I know where it is in a 3D space. I just gotta talk to Elspeth again. I didn't talk to Elspeth yet. I didn't talk to this monstrosity.
If you really cared about the ridges, Frank, then you would have brought condoms. But obviously, you said I don't wear those.
She would have told you about the ridge.
Yeah, if she was a good lady, she would have. Like,
All right.
but you know what though? To be fair, in all fairness, the fact that you can go into all of these houses is the best. I love it.
Like,
I like
Like, you can just walk
exploring
into
games
them.
like this. I really do.
Oh,
and that's one thing I
this
remember from this game.
it's
was
almost a
just calming.
bygone era at
Look
this
at
point.
those
Yeah.
sheep. Oh, I thought they weren't even moving. I thought they were just sliding. Honestly,
The
that's a
sliding
good
glide.
sheep,
They're
though.
like anteater sheep.
That's a good
Some Jet
fucking-
Force Gemini ass sheep.
Yeah,
Well, wow, that's a good sheep,
That
dude.
is-
that's a good. And that's what I'm saying. This
Is it
game
tough?
had so much attention to detail.
It's got a
Why do
lot
all
of
animals
charm,
speak with
man.
the
And there's
double
Link.
dashes?
Look.
Da-
Fine. Sorry.
Oh shit. This is it. Wait. This guy's telling you about combat.
Yeah, he's telling us about how to
Yeah.
fight stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be
Yeah,
able
this
to-
Man,
fucking farmer.
I should have done like a 2-hour-long comprehensive quest video.
Yeah. Yeah,
There
but
it
you're
is.
a pussy, so we know.
I know. I'm a coward.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You didn't
He
know what you were
tells
getting
you.
into, Treek. Just imagine how many views you could have had.
Yeah.
Oh my! It could have been way. It like
Those
I have to
drops.
do a Quest 64 Redux is what it's gonna be called.
DX, yeah. That's
DX.
what we're doing.
The whole
Quest 64
brain
DX.
steam.
We have a party poll by JJ. Do video games rot your brain? And if so, what part of your brain specifically has rotted?
Your
because of-
cerebral cortex, or the one that is linked to critical thinking.
I don't think video
Straight
games
to
have
the
rotted my
spam.
brain as much as having kids has. Like, I know the words to every fucking song in the Minecraft movie by heart. This was not by choice. I didn't do any of this.
I'm sorry. We could have done that.
I went out to look at refrigerators like a goddamn adult the other day. I turned around and my daughter has found all of the smart refrigerators and added a note stating chicken jockey on every fucking one of them. I turned around for like a minute.
She did.
Dude, you can't trust kids these days.
I can't trust them.
I'm doing this.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You guys don't have to do this because I don't. Well,
I'm just jerking my shit crazy style right now. That's
Okay.
all. And by my shit, I mean my slide whistle. And by my slide whistle, I mean my instrument.
I don't have any weights up here. It's a problem.
anyway, I think that video games rot your brain as much as literally every other form of media.
Yep.
As
I
to
think
say,
we're
not
all
very much-
idiots for answering that question.
That was bait. Is what that was.
That was bait.
That was bait.
You like the prefrontal cortex is safe from video games. Trust, unless you play Assassin's Creed, that one does.
That'll get you.
Yeah, but that's less about it being a video game and more about it being Assassin's Creed.
First battle, let's go, Hellhound.
You're
Yeah.
fucked.
Look at this,
You're
guys.
fucked.
We just fucking run around.
I love Quest 64's combat. I love it so much.
It's
and I don't-
cool, dude. You know what it reminds me a little of is
Why did you use Water Pillar?
Parasite Eve?
I thought I was close enough.
Oh yeah, you know what? Parasite Eve, yes, but also Dragon Quarter, Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter.
I never played Breath of Fire.
Oh, that game is so good.
The classic roguelike.
Is that what it is? Dude, the
It is
wear
a
hair?
little
like
bit
a
of
pro-
roguelite.
Wear hair.
It's roguelite-esque.
Use Wind Cutter.
That's true, Julia. That's exactly why.
Yeah,
So-
1 damage. Eat it.
Quick
Ooh.
early aside here. People who say that the encounter rate is high are right, but it's Pokemon style. So the further you get off of the little road that you were walking on there, the higher the encounter rate. It's like walking through the long grass in Pokemon. So you're just doing this to yourself, by the way.
Rock.
Every time somebody streams this, I'm like, so you're just trying to get
trying to
more
make it
encounters.
worse.
You want them. You crave them. It's
Wave your hit and stick about.
Yep.
Okay, that's
yeah.
like Breath of Fire 3 too.
Frank, did you walk away from him to do Water Pillar? Were you
He's
afraid if you were
pacing,
too
Wes.
close, he might get hurt?
He's zoning.
All I'm gonna say is that this is going to be a long series for a short game, and I'm excited.
The Water
for it.
Pillar.
Yeah.
I saw you thinking about it.
Listen, I'm
I
still
thought you had to
remembering.
think about that water pillar.
I saw you thinking about that water pillar.
You're not gonna make it back. Watch. Oh, level up, no.
Yeah.
Frank's zoning like a bronze Ryu player right now. It's so good.
Yeah, literally.
I should start Brian's journey on my Game Boy Color right now and see if I can finish that before the stream is done.
By the way, in case you guys don't know, there is a Game Boy Color version of, well, not version, but it's a sequel to Quest.
Yeah. as we see here.
I thought it was a remake.
Is it?
It's the
I don't know
same.
what
It's
the
the same
canon-
story with just like more plot beats and more like you talk about the party system. Like everybody kind of walks with you, and you have like the spells are more balanced and the experience points are more balanced. It's a more fleshed out version of this game, but in 2D. The battle system's the same, just in 2D. It's really fun. It's a good play.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I really
ooh.
want to play it.
Ooh, can I mansplain neurobiology stuff?
Wait,
my
is there
failed
an
degree
element of
here.
direction?
Would it be a
Is there
Super
an- I
RPG
don't
Friends
think so.
episode
No.
if you didn't?
Okay,
No.
not great. Okay. Cool. Go ahead.
Maybe I don't remember, but
All right. So neurobiology. Is that what you said? I didn't even-
Yeah, because they asked about the amygdala.
Amidalia.
No, that's not Dark Souls. It's part of the limbic system.
Bloodborne,
you know?
idiot.
Shit. Oh yeah, you're right.
Grow up,
You're right.
Joey.
They're all the same. The Dark Souls series. It's like a big part of the way that you work emotions and like your recall of emotions in memory. Also, what's the fuck? Fight or flight response. So there you go.
Yep.
That's that you got the amygdala.
So wait, were you just telling us what the amygdala does?
Well, somebody asked. No, actually, no,
Oh.
they didn't ask.
Yeah,
They didn't ask. I
You're
just
not
felt
following
like
the
it was
chat, Tree.
necessary. Yeah, I just felt like it was necessary to explain something
That's fair.
because I'm a man. Julia's right.
Technically, my amygdala, my amygdala, is broken.
Yeah.
Because I have OCD. It's literally like there's like a track of like responses, fear responses, and people who have OCD, theirs is like a little bit twinged. It's broken.
Yeah, cause
You got a twinged amygdala.
Yeah, I got a twinged amygdala.
And your brain is constantly stimulating it because of your illness. So yeah, just getting.
I like telling people I'm mentally ill. Technically, I. But ain't we all, brother?
It sounded a little like nefarious. I like telling mentally ill.
It's more like amygdala, dude.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Whoa, man.
Joey, best behavior.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
I'm still thinking about how Farnsworth said those sheep were just rotund Italian men.
Rotund Italian men. Frank loves like slightly cruising off.
Look at this low encounter rate. Like he went,
some gabagool.
Like he's just like edging it.
That's like
Immediately, I got into one. I didn't believe it when I got those two guys. I'm staying close.
He's just like, just don't go off the path. You'll be fine, Frank.
Yeah. He's like, what's that called when you like edge stuff in shmups? I forgot what that's. When you get like really close to the hitbox. I forgot.
Edging.
Is it like a edging?
I think it might actually.
Edging?
Probably.
Isn't that that's a different thing?
Further along this road is the Dandoran and the Connor Forest. Don't get careless in the woods.
Excuse me. You would be going to Connor Forest, wouldn't you?
All the forests landmarks are named after the most boring white dudes you know.
I like how they
this
have
is
Dandoran, which is like a cool like city name, and then there's like Connor Forest.
Connor Forest, yeah.
Let me go to the Bruce Cave.
Yeah.
Man cave.
I just think that like some of the naming a robber is about.
A rubber. Oh, see, I told you that Frank doesn't wear those things.
What?
Frank, your body's all fucked up. Look at him. When he stands still, he can't even stay upright.
Oh no.
You
Whoa.
fucked up.
No, he had a hurt animation. That's crazy.
Dude, this game has so many tiny things to it, but nobody gave a fuck for some reason, and it makes me so sad.
Oh no.
Also, the
visuals
hippos
are bonkers.
The hippos
Dude, it's such a vibrant game. Are they big mouths? What they're called?
I love how they just completely blocked by the screen.
That's rude. They have other hobbies besides talking.
That's me. It's me, Frank. You're fighting me. This sucks.
You can do it, Frank.
Is this the inspiration for that Netflix show?
Yeah.
Is this John Mulaney?
Dude, no, like you know how like in RPGs there's like iterative stronger monsters, it's like you start out with like the blue hippo, then it's the purple hippo, then the red hippo. I love similar naming convention. I love that too, but like that'd be awesome if it went big mouth and then deep throat.
Oh,
that would be so sick. Like the information guy, not the sex thing, you sick.
Yeah, no, I know from Metal Gear Solid.
I know what you meant. I chose to believe it was the other one.
Yeah, that's you guys are fucked up.
That's so fucked up.
You guys are so fucked. Could you stop getting off the fucking path?
I barely went off that time.
Oh, dude. Okay.
What are these fucking tiles?
Chalamet looks like. This is exactly what I think Timothy Chalamet. He looks like a chewed up piece of gum with bones in it.
Where does all this hate come from?
Where's Timothy Chalamet catching strays?
Like, sorry.
Yes, the Kwisatz Haderach.
Boner shot.
I know that's fucking Cody.
My father was deep throat. Just called me throat. Wow. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us, Boner Sheriff.
That's definitely Cody.
It's gotta be. If it's not, I'm hella impressed. It's not gonna reach him. That's not gonna reach him.
I was gonna say something, and then we started talking about mental illness.
Always a great time on this.
Always an amazing conversation. There's also a Game Boy Advance game, but it's like a spin-off, right? It's called Brian's
We were just talking about that. If you're fucking
He's talking about
amygdala,
the
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy.
if your fucking amygdala worked, Tricky, then we wouldn't be having deja vu again.
Mike, what is it?
Brian's Journey. We just looked at it. It's Game Boy Color.
No, not
Right
the Game Boy Advance one.
There is no Game Boy Advance 64 game.
Bro, are you serious? Am I being gaslit right now?
No, bro,
You're trying to gaslight everyone else.
Tricky, look at me in the eyes and tell me that you don't smell burnt toast.
No, I don't. No, seriously? No, not Game Boy Color, Brendan. Oh my god, I gotta.
He's like, I'm fucking losing it.
Here,
Dude, this is crazy.
Isn't there like a PS2 game?
No,
that's
it's
like
not. No, it's
semi-related to this
Quest game, but it's also on Game Boy Color.
No,
I
it's
watched your
Quest
video.
Quest Brian's. No, I just had it. It's Fantasy
That's
Challenge.
Brian's Journey. No, that doesn't exist. That's
Brian's
fake.
$5,000 fantasy journey.
No, what does that say?
Quest Fantasy Challenge. That's also on Game Boy Color.
I thought it was
that's
Game Boy
the Dig
Advance.
Dug game, dumbass.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a Mr. Do game.
Yeah, I am very relieved to know that I'm not that crazy. I just
Brian's big day out.
Can I
thought
just
it-
mention-
That one.
Made up a different system.
GBA Game Boy Advance. What did I say?
You said JD Vance.
You made up a game on a different. Yeah, you said JD Vance.
Yeah, the Nintendo JD Vance at Quest 64. You killed the
Hey,
Pope.
can we not talk about the man who killed the Pope on this very Christmas tree?
Just like Final Fantasy 13, you kill the Pope at the end.
Brian's
I was gonna say,
$5,000 fantasy journey.
Quest 64
my
isn't
God.
like a big, amazing name, but it's got some charm to it. Quest Brian's Journey, okay, same scope. But how fucked up is it that they changed the name from the Japanese Elemental Tale, Jack's Great Adventure, Satan's Counterattack?
Oh, it was Elemental Tale.
Elemental Tale dash Jack's Great Adventure Satan's Counterattack.
That's awesome.
Which is
Hell
the
yeah,
best
bro.
name in video game history. I can go get a copy of that too. I do have the 64 ones next to me. We got
Damn.
these ones sitting here. You got Holy Magic Century.
Yeah, Holy Magic Century was PAL,
Reptile
right?
Monster.
Yeah, which is a good ass name too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with like Western, like not devs, but like the people who like market the games in the West. They're
Yeah.
all brain dead. They're like,
Or at least they were back then.
yes, they're like, oh, this like I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to pander to the Western audience, be like, no one's gonna play a game called Holy Magic Century or Elatail Monsters. But that's the cooler choice. If I was a dude, I'd be like, yo, that's it. That's the one. Right there. But like, you know, I will
We
say
say
though,
that with hindsight, though. I mean, you got to remember
do.
that, like, but think of it this way, like, Dragon Quest One, right? Dragon Quest One in Japan was heavily marketed as like a very like shonen. I mean, because Akira Toriyama. for sure.
yeah.
But it was heavily marketed as like a very shonen kind of thing, even though the in-game art doesn't always represent that best.
Yeah.
But in the West, the cover for Dragon Warrior, it's like, it looks like a shitty Dragonlance novel, you know?
That's
And
true.
it fits it actually does fit the, like, audience it was gunning for,
Yes,
right?
and I know that that's what they're doing, and it is a hindsight thing. It very much is. But I will say, Brian's the best name that this kid has out of all the
True.
different regionals.
True.
Aaron,
Yeah.
not that bad.
regional-
Jean-Jacques, which
What?
is his canonical name if we're going by Japanese. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
fucking love that.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
know.
I'm
We
sorry.
don't
I'm Team
need
Jean-Jacques.
We don't. So this is
Jean-Jacques
the
Lecard.
first JRPG because not Exposition 33. This is the first.
Because here's the thing. No, but here's the thing. It's so Celtland is Ireland,
Fucking
fantasy
Ireland.
Yeah. Why is his name Jean-Jacques? It technically,
Jean-Jacques Picard, yeah.
if we're gonna go technical about this, Jean-Jacques is a Roman name.
Well, okay, wait, hold on, dude, because Jean-Jacques created the French New Wave with the film Breathless. We all know this to be true. It's a reference to French cinema. You're just a fucking Philistine and you don't understand
It's
this.
a fucking
get it.
Onimusha 3 reference,
It's
Joey.
an
okay?
immigrant story,
Even though
okay?
it came out way before it.
That's
Well, here you
fair.
go, Joey. Here
My
you go,
2
Joey.
cents on this is everything. everything comes back to me hating Cruis'n USA on the N64. If Cruis'n USA wouldn't have sold with its plain ass name and its terrible N64 port for a pretty good arcade game, people wouldn't have been okay with bland Midway-esque names like Quest 64 and like Off-Road Challenge and stuff like that. We would have reverted to the Eden Chronicles name.
Okay.
We would have gotten all, but instead, people bought Cruis'n USA.
I will say this, that's fair and valid. Quest 64, the name is iconic, because it just is. Like, you just can't get it out of my mind. But, I lost the plot, I can't remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, because you're so fucking blinded by nostalgia. You can't see the forest for the goddamn polygonal trees, Treaky.
No, I had a valid
for the
point.
Treaky.
This is why I write out my scripts.
Yeah, your point was, I am nostalgia bias.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
Oh, Steve, dude.
Me with Joey's mean to Treaky. He's such a sweet boy.
No.
I don't know why I want to bully Treaky so bad. And I swear to God, it's for the bit.
It's literally that's it.
Yeah,
but we can't let them know that.
No.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You
Actually, no. Wait,
Joey legitimately
Treaky, you're
hates
fine.
From 2 rooms away and asked if I was okay because she heard the stream. So we're going good.
Are you?
No, definitely not okay.
Terry Bogard, are you okay?
Are you okay?
You missed. No, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Alright, we're going back.
My furry name is Bustin' Wolf.
No, go down. You gotta go find the. There's like a desert.
Okay.
That was a funny. It was Joey. That was a funny joke.
Okay, thanks.
That was a funny joke. I would have laughed. I would have subbed to your YouTube channel. No.
Mine is crack shoot.
But yes.
One way I haven't gone yet, so somewhere down here.
No,
It's a thinking man's.
It truly is.
This one's for Wes. Little kiss.
I've
Wes
missed
is
being
officially the most kissed member of the Super RPG friends right now. Why do you like that, Frank?
I will say, like me being impatient with you exploring is like the most hypocritical thing.
Oh, same. That's why, because you see it in yourself.
Yeah,
Frank,
I'm like
Frank is a mirror through which your real self is.
Exactly. Like I'm like, this is what I want everyone to do when they play this game. I want everybody to explore every nook and cranny and just see what this game has to offer. And then when I'm on stream, like live, and Frank's just running into a corner, I get so impatient.
How tilted did you get at me playing Castlevania 64?
Didn't you quit like 2 hours in?
Somebody paid for me to switch it, and then I went back to it later. And I was suffering through that game on stream.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's another game that I feel like people kind of shat on a little bit, was Castlevania 64 and Legacy of Darkness. Because,
Legacy of Darkness is legitimately a good game.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean,
they got great reviews when they came out. Like
I know,
like it's nothing like this game. Like and everybody, it's 3D shit. People are like, "Oh, I can't go back and play it now." Like, yes, you can. Use your eyes. Try your thumbs, possibly.
Like, try a different controller setup. Maybe that's what I did. I played I played all 4 until I got to Type C, and I was like, "Oh, perfect! This is exactly what I want."
Well, okay.
No,
go ahead. No, sorry.
No, I actually wasn't gonna say anything. I was just being a shit.
Thank you. Thank you for being a shit. Thank you for shitting my pants. Would you shit my pants? Who here would shit my pants?
Someone.
All 4
First
of you
up.
guys? Mike,
Joey,
would you shit my
I'd shit your
pants?
pants for you if you really wanted it or needed it.
If you paid per commute, maybe.
Okay, yeah. That's fair. I really.
I'd drive out there for free to shit your pants.
Thanks, Wes.
So, ipso facto, better friend than Mike.
Not that generous.
Yep.
Okay,
so
what is going on? Oh, there we go.
Whoa!
Okay.
Are you playing this on an emulator, dude?
No,
that was. I think the camera
I figured it
goofy.
out like 30 seconds before the stream started.
I know Wes has a lot of trigger phrases too, so I know that they can relate to me on this. But one of my trigger phrases is "it aged badly." You know, because most of the time what that means is that like something is slightly seems inconvenient to today's modern quality of life, and so it just automatically gets described as bad or like unplayed. It really is like watching a movie from like the 40s or 50s and being like, well, the sound isn't perfectly mixed, you know, like it's in mono. I can't hear everything that it's like you just have to meet some things halfway, you know. And like I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's like legitimately bad design, sure, I would say, but like we only know that through iteration and hindsight and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of my least fucking favorite things. And don't get me wrong, it's not. I don't think that things can't age poorly. You know, I've definitely played a lot of shit that's aged poorly, but like it's
That's
usually
like
not what people say.
It's the run-to criticism for games that they just you know, just dislike. Also, this is Flora. This is a character that should have been in the game as a second party member.
Like
And I
I remember this.
I love how peak she is, like human fighter in like a Japanese D&D guidebook. Like she's got the fit for it and everything, and she's awesome. I love her.
Wes, would you like to be Flora?
I'm thinking about it. You're unannounced. Your manners are worse than a thief's. But there's something about you. You're a magician, aren't you? Have you come to help us capture the thief? I wanted to go after him myself, but Father forbade me to leave the castle. I command you to go into the forest, find the thief, and return our rightful possessions. If you have the courage, my father will reward you handsomely.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of neat that I didn't really realize this. They like wrote her into not being able to come with you. They're just like, I can't leave.
Damn,
Sorry.
It's like Aranea all over again, bro. Look at that shit. That's crazy business.
Who's
this
Aranea?
is really the little Final Fantasy. That's a little Final Fantasy 15 reference.
Oh, the girl, like the
Dragoon.
Luna.
She's the Dragoon lady, yeah.
She was supposed to be
the character who fucking does something. Never mind.
Yeah.
So, okay. Confession
Actually,
time.
love FF15.
I've never gotten past the like fairy part of Final Fantasy 15. I've played the game 3 times, and it's not that I don't like the game. I actually really love Final Fantasy 15.
Well, it's kind of homophobic of you to say. Just because they're 4 dudes going on a road
Dude, the
trip together doesn't mean
bro
they're
trip
fairies,
is
man.
no.
Come
I
on.
meant the ferry part where you cross the river to the place. You know.
Come on, let me fucking.
Ricky, your optics are looking real bad right here. On this
Exactly, man.
I'm gonna get canceled, and you know what? Fair. I'll become a gardener or something. I don't know.
Go home, be a family man.
I mean, it's right there. I guess if I say that, I should have some kind of a lumber business, but
I think if YouTube didn't work out for me or doesn't or whatever, I'm gonna definitely become a chef.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to. No, I because I always be cooking, baby. No, I just like I like cooking a lot.
You think you got celebrity chef in you? You think you can?
No, I don't think so.
Reach the pinnacle of the career.
Oh my god,
Kyle, they're just roommates, dude. Okay,
that's
true. All right, my turn.
Yes.
And they were roommates.
All right, let's do it. You're the master apprentice. Oh my god, I fucked it up already. I gotta be in the shower to do a Hercule Satan voice. You're the master apprentice. The Grand Abbot was written about. What? I have dyslexia, by the way. So you are the master apprentice. We gotta find Madrid Boo. Welcome to Dandarin.
I thought his name was Scott Fart.
Dude, it looks like Scott Fart a little bit, doesn't it?
God, Lord.
I know you are looking for your father, Lord Bartholomew, who seems to be missing for his quest for the L-Tail book. I'd like to help, but at first, we need to take care of a most pressing matter. You see, you may have heard of the brazen thief who stole the Earth Orb from my secret treasury. I sent my troops in pursuit, but they were helpless before the thief's black magic. Now he blocks the road to Loch Gildry. If you are to continue your quest, the
64.
road must. Yep. What?
He said 64 quietly after
No.
he said quest.
The roads must again be made safe from Majin Buu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Just quickly hitting that rewind button here about
Yep.
what Wes said in chat, because they said well, let me find the exact quote. I think it's too old for me is totally acceptable. Yeah, I agree. Because but I think it's like that's like an admission that most people are not like ready to.
They
Like,
feel like
face-
it lowers their like weird nerd cred.
Right. Well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
the same thing with like again. I'll use movies again as an example. If someone's like, well, I can't watch a Jean Vigo film because it's too old, like. That's kind of on you, but I get it. At least you're being honest with yourself. You're not like,
Yeah.
well, it's boring, or like it's the pacing's bad. That's another fucking trigger phrase. The pacing's bad. What the fuck do you
People,
mean by
okay, people, I'm guilty of saying the pacing is great in movies because I mean in my brain, in my broken amygdala, I like when things are short but feel really long, and I consider that good pacing. Like Conan the Barbarian, 1982, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the best movie of all time, has the greatest pacing of all time. That movie's only an hour and a half.
that? Wait, which movie? Sorry.
Conan the Barbarian.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
But when I said that to people, I said the pacing's amazing. They're like, yeah, sure, the pacing. Everybody says that was the pacing, right? And I think that is definitely just something that people spit out. I genuinely think this game has a linear pacing that is comfortable. And and that's it. That's all I think. I think it genuinely just it doesn't overstay its welcome for me. Unless you're Frank.
Yeah. And I missed the fucking smack twice in a row.
I haven't seen it.
You never seen Conan the Barbarian?
No. The new Mission Impossible.
Oh, what is it?
I was very concerned for a second.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
yeah,
what?
of course I see Conan the Barbarian. I'm not a fucking loser, dude.
Dude, it's a friggin' the greatest movie that ever exists. I don't remember why I brought that up. I'm just realizing that.
How else would I know what is best in life?
It was about pacing.
Yeah, but there was something else that was more pressing.
Okay, like a really good example of this is FF7 Rebirth. I've heard so many people complain about the pacing in FF7 Rebirth, and I could understand it to some degree, but what most people don't like is having to intersperse the mini games and shit with like the base gameplay loop and the story and the cinematics and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, that's not the fucking pacing, bro. That's literally how
That's
the game
you
is
playing
designed.
that's you just playing the game.
And you just don't like that aspect of the gameplay. And that's fine, because I understand that too, because I get fucking tilted at the mini games also. But like,
yeah.
you know, it's like it'd be one, and yeah, some of the like the pacing of the mini games can be a little fucky, because some of the mini games could go on a little too long. Oh my god, I got PTSD from this.
They're right there.
I see it. This place gave me so much trouble as a kid, man.
It's a draw point.
It's a draw voice. Speaking of Final Fantasy.
Like, this is actually unironically a casual filter for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it truly is one of the. This is the hardest.
This is the great monster.
Is that what it's
game.
called?
Yeah, it's
Marion
called the
Nasty.
Marion Nasty.
It's just like Marionette and Nasty.
I'm getting Mario Nasty up in here.
But Super Mario Nasty 64. He's just gooning into Peach the whole time. You gotta find 120 dick pics.
Superstars. I thought they were just called marionettes. Wow. And then the frogs in this place, they look like Slippy.
That design.
This is.
These things
Oh dear God! What in the nightmare hell is this?
It's a bat.
I've seen
bat.
bats before. They don't have
Frank,
large.
Frank, make sure that
like
you're
talons.
offline here. Because this
Clearly not.
Frank, make sure that you're offline here, dude, because this is a big invasion point for new players.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I actually love the way these things look. I just think it's so funny that they're called bats.
This is a.
Is there a bat? What do you? Why is this funny to you?
You're right. It's there's just something about them that just doesn't make sense.
I think if they were airborne, I'd see bats. I think the problem is that they just had them walk around everywhere.
Yeah, they're just kind of going. I got
They were floating. They didn't have
Not
any
all
feet.
monsters are a
They
monolith.
have little
Freaky.
snake tails they're scooting
What?
about
What does
on.
that mean?
They're scooty bats.
You're just,
Scooty
you know, you're
bats.
racially,
Little scooty bats.
speciesly profiling the bats, bro. Which I don't think is
listen,
very good.
but here's the thing: you go into like tons of RPGs and like bats look, you know, some bats look different. Like in Tales of Symphonia, bats look a little bit different. You know, you got all that stuff. But like, those aren't bats. Like, you know.
It says it on the can. It's bad. What are you arguing about, man? Like,
What do you mean? Oh, you know.
you have the
Actually,
third
his
most
name is
popular
pronounced
64
Botsman.
video, and you haven't even seen half these enemies.
He thought a marionette. He was called a marionette.
What's this guy?
What a fucking noob.
Marionette.
Like, I'm the biggest poser there is. Oh my
my
god!
That's a lot of
God.
bats!
That's
That's
a
a
couple
lot of-
two tree bits.
But I do see a tasty little snack in the background.
Looks
yeah,
like
yeah,
we're
you're
gonna have
right.
to hit him
Motherfucking
with
draw points.
some bats shots. Am I right, fellas?
No, don't praise him for that one.
Don't.
Yeah,
I didn't praise. I didn't praise anything.
I gotta shit on the puns because John's not here.
That's
like,
true.
I want to address something that Glider's Sleeve said in the chat because they said something about they don't know if they're easy to please, but you can't think of anything that you hate. I have a lot of quirks about things I don't like in video games, but I am very hesitant to call things bad because like 9 times out of 10 it's just not for me.
Yeah,
Art is
just something I
subjective.
don't like.
I mean,
Like-
it's...
Yeah, like going back, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I tried playing that twice, and I don't like it. And I don't think it's bad. Same with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I played both those games for like maybe 100 hours. They're fantastic games, but I don't like them. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I get that. Yeah, you just don't like playing the game by yourself. That's what I was saying about Lords of Shadow. It's like there's a lot of really good stuff about Lords of Shadow. I just hate it. Like I don't think Lords of Shadow is a bad game at all. It's just like I hate
It's not for you.
cinematic gameplay. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it tilts me.
Yeah.
I get mad.
Also, he's lying. He
at-
does think it's a bad game.
Yeah, it's objectively bad. That's Wes and I's trigger phrase too. Objectively bad.
Objectively bad.
Objectively good isn't the same the other gender of that, but
And that's something that like Quest 64 really that's happened to it. Basically, people, mainly bigger YouTubers and stuff, they were saying how objectively bad this game is.
yeah.
And then people they get that like authority bias and like, well, if they don't like it, I don't.
On YouTube.
If
told
Pro
me.
Jared's fucking bird-faced, fucking ugly, punchable mug doesn't like it, then I gotta not either.
I have nothing against that man. I'm just putting that out there.
Dude, you know he smells like cum.
No, I don't know that because I've never smelled the man.
Like you just know, like he took a shot on his shoulder and didn't clean himself properly. Like you just know it.
Like,
Oh, Priest,
okay, so
why
here's
am I
my,
like-
here's my 2 cents on that.
Mhm.
It's that when you have a following, so like I never thought about this very much before, like doing the whole Twitter thing and stuff, but like I can't sleep knowing that I like turn somebody off to a game that I don't personally like when it could be like the Quest 64. Like there's
Right.
no like advantage to me like making people not like games. So when you have like a certain amount of people following you on the internet, like it should be your responsibility not to like lie and say you like things,
Yeah.
but you should actively be getting people to play video games. Like if you're a video game account, like it's not, nobody's coming after your credibility if you say, like, so if Pro Jared said, hey man, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, but if you like RPGs or if you like 1998 core video games or you like blocky graphics and stuff, you should definitely give it a try. But he never did that. He did the AVGN like rage thing and then cut the video.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, and that's not doing your due diligence as somebody who's supposed to be like like repping the video game community and getting
100%.
people to play things. Because if people don't play stuff, then you don't have YouTube viewers. Like you don't have following if people don't play video games.
The one thing that kind of sucks though about that is not necessarily about that, but like YouTubers now, especially, hate or like saying a game is bad is what gets you views. If you like say how much you love a video or a game, 9 times out of 10, people, I mean, it just won't catch, you know?
Right.
Like,
Well, yeah,
it
because the drama sells.
It's the
Yeah.
CinemaSins / angry video game notification of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I'm being kind of, you know, not hypocritical, but like counterintuitive, because my Quest video, which was a piece about not hating games and just enjoying things, which was a positive message, I think, that did really well. But I think that was like,
I love these frogs.
I know
What the
this.
fuck is Slippy doing here?
That's what I'm saying.
Coming.
But I think that's like was a minority video, right? Like you can talk about games and talk about how much you love games, and a lot of time people are like, yeah, that's cool, like awesome, I love your opinion on that. But the moment that you say like Breath of the Wild is a stain on Nintendo's credibility,
Yeah.
that's when people come in and they start arguing and, you know, getting that. Yeah. And that's something that's a little bit off-putting for me, I think, as like a YouTube creator, is like I mean, there's times where I make fun of games. I make fun of almost every game I play, but I don't have it in me to really hate a game. Like The Last of Us is probably the game I don't like the most, but I don't hate that game. I don't think.
I totally feel that. And I think that ties into what Dylan is saying here too, because I think that Dylan says people only watch positive videos for their own validation, and I think that people just watch like critique videos, whether it be positive or negative or ambivalent. I think that's a big reason why they even participate in that kind of media, for their own validation. Now, let's say Last of Us Part 3 comes out and I got burned by Last of Us 2 and I'm salty about it, right? And I'm gonna like look up, and let's say Last of Us 3 comes out and it gets shitty reviews and people don't like it. There's a lot of people who will watch reviews just to be like, I told you so, I told you it sucks, I told you it sucked. It validates that. And, you know, the positive variation of that happens all the time. And I think the other side of that, a big reason why people watch videos that are like more analytical, kind of even your video too, Tricky, for Quest, I think is a good example. Because I think a lot of people watch a video like that so they learn something, but instead of actually learning something, they generate or parrot the talking points of the video instead of actually just fucking playing the video game themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't think there's anything wrong with like watching something to hear somebody's opinion. It's why you watch stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or why you watch stuff to learn stuff. But so often, and this is so true of like, and maybe because I'm a chronic blue sky scroller, but so often with video games do I see people having like very like Wikipedia copy pasta opinions about something because they engaged in a content about it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's disingenuous to yourself at that point. Like, you know, you don't need to play Superman 64 to know that it's probably not a very fun game to play, right? Like, there's like extremes to that of course, you know. But like at the same time, I hate that shit so much, and I really do think that this game is at like is a touchstone of that issue, right? Like, and we talked about it before, like watching a video, whether it be positive or negative, like even like I said, the other variation of that, like watching Triki's video and being like, well, Triki liked it, so it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I respect your opinion a lot. Like, I think you are always really insightful about what you have to say, but like, I'm not watching your video to crystallize an opinion about something, you know, and share that, you know, wear it on my wrist.
And I always try to make it a point to tell people that like,
fucking guy.
dude, it's a man trap. It's not a Hot Lips. Anyway, you'll get to them soon.
Hot Lips from Mesh?
Yeah, I always try.
Joke for only old people.
For LAN parties?
Oh, that was a MASH joke. A show
Oh,
from
the
before
show
anyone
MASH.
here was born.
I know what that is. I'm not that old. I mean, I am, but anyway. I was just saying that I always try to make it a point to tell people that my videos are entertainment pieces. Because that's at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be super long and analytical with my videos. I want mainly to just bring an entertainment value to people. I have kind of gone into the direction of video essay, which is I'm trying to slowly correct. But at the end of the day, I always give my opinion. And for the most part, I just want people to play the game I'm talking about. Right? And a lot of people, if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. That's fine. But like, some of my favorite comments are when people say, "I can't wait to play this now," even though I spoil 90% of the game. but yeah. So that was kind of where I was going with this video too. It's like this game, I just wanted more people to play it because I was genuinely confused as to why everyone so much.
Why everyone had so much hate about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, ProJared made his video, which you know, and that's his opinion, and that's how he feels, and that's valid, right? But, like, I didn't really see any other content or on it other than, like, just word of mouth, people saying how bad it was. And I was like, why do you guys hate this game so much? So.
Yeah, God, that's... I think what you said is very true because I think all YouTube videos are entertainment. Even if it's like something completely educational, it's entertainment.
Yep.
And I think yes, there's an art to video making. There's an art to editing, there's an art to scripting, there's an art to literally everything that you see and hear on the screen. But that's what they exist for. They exist to be entertained, you know? Like if they make you think of something, if they trigger something emotional or something connective to you, intellectual too, that's not the video doing that. That's just stimulus for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, even Drewby's video, I love Drewby's video. They're super, super well made, and he puts a ton of effort into everything that he talks about. But like, I mean, if you're watching Drewby's videos to become like informed by Andrew Bluett, then you're kind of an idiot, you know, and that's nothing against Drewby's character at all, because like, you know, he's probably one of the most researched people about Final Fantasy at this point. But like, it's just that I think engaging with YouTubers and YouTube video essays and like think pieces in general that's just an inherent quality of them, and I think people forget that.
Yeah, 100%. 110%. I'm surprised, Frank, you're still in this forest. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm surprisingly secretly good at video games unless it involves me walking around.
Now, just to get some method to the madness, are you by any chance grinding?
No.
And this isn't out. Okay. All right.
He's
Did I
searching,
get
man.
turned all the way back around by mistake? Damn it,
I don't.
now I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't know. I think
There's no way of knowing.
God, the Cabal.
There he is.
Oh,
There's a compass on the screen. There is that way of knowing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's true. There's a compass too. I think you were heading in the right direction. Like when you turn around again here, that is where you. Also, the Cobalts are Joey.
Oh, absolutely. They're like, hey.
Hey, it's me, Joey.
Is it because I'm a hairy fella?
I don't know. I just think they give Joey energy.
God.
Do you think the Cobalts give me, the Joe Balls?
The Joe Balls. Just give some energy, you know?
Stop fucking
I'd be walking like this. That's my idol animation.
It's just like...
It's the vest with no
always
shirt.
gonna take.
That's what does it.
Yes.
That's always gonna take care of Jared.
Anyway,
Oh,
Overing is to the east if you're trying to get to the boss.
Okay.
See how you have a compass?
Yeah.
I think if he just goes around this bend, he should be there. But also, you're gonna have to walk some because your HP ain't. I mean, you could use some of that dew though. Okay. Also, Julia, I agree. Ni no Kuni 2 is amazing.
I honestly like it more than the first one, but
I cried so hard at Ni no Kuni 1 though. and I feel like that's what really solidified that game for me. Like that, the first 5 minutes of that game, no spoils.
It's
I don't know why it hit me so hard. It just did. It just nuked me. I was like, oh wow. And I was playing it with my girlfriend. She looks over at me. She's totally fine. And I'm just have like tears streaming down my face. And she's like, it's not that sad. And I'm like, it's so sad.
Dude, the beginning of Ori fucked me up.
In the Blind Forest?
I hate to
Yeah.
play that
Oh
stuff.
man.
That's a good one.
Rolling Rock, that's a new spell.
Rolling
Oh,
Rock
it's like the
is...
angry video game nerd because he drinks it.
Oh my
is
god, dude!
Wait, why angry? What does he do? He drinks what?
Rolling Rock.
Rolling
is
Rock.
The beer he drinks.
Oh. You know what's crazy? So I never watched AVGN until maybe 2 years ago, which is surprising because he's the father of the content genre that I am trying to get into.
Please don't give him that much credit.
Well, who else did that 2010s ish YouTuber kind of heat was him?
You know what? I think it was latent, to be honest, and not to dismiss his talent, his place in history and the zeitgeist and all that, because I like it. I like angry video game nerd stuff. Even like the newer videos that are so washed, I still kind of like them.
He feels like he's struggling so hard.
No, he's bleached. He's not even He put fucking 17 scoops of borax in there, man. He's fucking. He's got streaks and shit. But no, I mean I think a lot of that's late. And this is gonna Farnsworth is gonna fucking rail me for this. But I'm not even kidding. Like as a kid, my shtick was yelling at a video game in the same kind of way. And I'm not the only boy with ADHD to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just like James Rolfe isn't, So a lot of that like energy, I think, is almost universal.
It is 100%.
It's like a Jungian collective unconscious. Shut the fuck up,
It's one of those. But I think that he's the first one to do it. Yeah, you do it.
We got our first
Beast
boss.
Wolverine.
We got our first boss.
I love how his abs look like Lego pieces.
He kind of looks like a transformer in the body, like Beast Wars style motherfucker.
I'm gonna say Solverin's one of my favorite. He's my favorite of the 4.
Watch
5. Well,
this.
Can we also
What
talk
business
about how
do you have in the
Minecraft
castle of
stole this
Solver?
font from Quest 64?
Oh,
did they?
That's right. Damn beasts. Did that fool in Gondor order you to come after me? Here you see. I stole her orb and it is all mine. With it, I'll become the ruler of Kenishire. I'll show you humans what real power is.
Damn, that
that
was
was
intense.
The good fucking thing.
That's a good Solverin. I like it.
Oh, I
keep
missed,
rolling,
missed your buff.
I
rock.
missed my buff. That's
Two things. One thing, I didn't know you could miss buffs. Secondly, Rolling Rock sucks. Thirdly, what, Mike? Minecraft stole this font?
I just hadn't talked for like 10 minutes. I had to say something.
No.
I'm with you, man.
No, I get it. I want you to talk more. What about this fight? What goes into the programming of this fight?
What? Fuck would I know that? Walk left and right, brother. Like get away. He doesn't to attack.
How come you don't know the exact code that is going into this game?
Yeah. Why can't you just recount
Why
it?
can't you just know all of it?
Because the community knows that for me. That's why I'm in the speedrun Discord. They have it all broken
that is
down.
true.
Decom, pre-com.
I will say the prospect of doing the randomized spell run actually is super tantalizing to me. I've been wanting to replay this game
it's
just
so good.
because.
It's so good.
Yeah, and it's easy, probably really easy to set up, eh?
Yeah.
That was very Canadian of me.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I laughed at it. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. What? Sorry, man.
Yeah, you just
That's
download the Marrow randomizer, and it's a bunch of fucking sliders and deck boxes.
Damn. Yeah,
great.
I've been wanting to play it, and I've been thinking about doing that too, because I was like, you know what? If I play this game again, I'm gonna play it different. And at first, I was like, well, I'll do a fire wind run, and then I was like, I'm not gonna do very well. And so that probably seems like the route I would go. The root. The root has, you know, the root.
Yeah,
Oh!
got me.
First death to Solvering.
I gotta use the. I made a save state. I'm gonna use the.
Oh shit.
The
Orange
giants
Wolverine?
thing, the giants thing. So
What?
I have, so I can keep the distance. So he keeps just using
Yeah.
the laser. I got too close to him. That's where I fucked up.
That's what happened to me in my first playthrough. My first playthrough, not with my brothers. I got like not stun locked. I didn't die to him, but it was like he kept just using Earthquake, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I managed to.
Why are you using the rock?
The rock's like the best.
Yeah, if you no, wind is the best against him. But
What?
you didn't go wind fire. We talked about this.
We've gone Earth, Wind, and
He's
Fire.
Earth. Why would you use
Yeah.
Earth again? Why would you use Earth against the Earth boss?
Because I
You
totally
can't use that
forgot.
bad at Pokemon.
Dude, I didn't realize that things. This is why we need to do a Quest 64 DX video, because I didn't realize enemies had elemental.
Sorry.
Buddy. Nope. He's weak to wind.
Yeah, but
I
his
don't
wind
think
is weak.
Yeah, my wind doesn't do shit. I'll be doing.
But the more you
just
use,
got a couple toots.
the more you
Got
use.
caught on some bullshit on that little log. It fucked me up.
Oh, you might be
But like
beast.
using wind doesn't increase your wind. You just using magic increases your spells. Like you don't have to
Oh.
put points into
Frankie's
wind
spooked.
To
to
make it
make
stronger.
wind better.
Yeah. No, I knew that. It's the stats are done. Moving around increases agility. Getting hit increases defense and HP. Hitting just increases strength.
Bonking with your staff increases HP. So hitting with the staff.
Oh,
You know what that's really similar
Oh,
to?
FF2 killed.
yes.
Fuck you, Wes!
Yeah, it is FF2. Yep.
Thank you!
And you know what?
Colors would be like,
I love that type of gameplay.
Damn.
Like I love it so much.
Bro, please just play Saga.
You would love
Saga's
it,
basically
but-
the continuation of FF2.
It's literally all that. Yeah.
Really. Interesting. I'm playing Expedition 33 right now.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh.
That's not Saga.
I know, but that's my RPG. That's the RPG I'm slowly picking through.
I still have to get I played Act 1 and
Yeah, I'm in the middle of Act 2, and Act 1 is. Oh,
I really liked it. I gotta hop
think it's
back
great.
on.
I
don't have
inadvertently got into the cooking pot strategy, by the way. I did not
Dude,
plan
honestly,
this
I've
works.
never seen someone fight Solvering this way, and it's kind of.
Yeah,
I'm-
you literally World of Warcraft arena pillared him, dude. That's awesome.
Kind of cooking, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Dude,
the common
LOSing?
misconception that I'm not good at video games. Like sometimes I like to disprove it.
WoW fucking like radicalized me with LOS, man.
Dude, this is nuts. This is actually nuts.
You remember when you were like, I don't know if you can beat him, Frank?
No, I didn't say
Right,
that.
you
I said
grind,
that.
Frank.
Yeah, make him look shitty,
I
Frank.
didn't say that.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
You tell him, Frank. You make him look like an asshole. Come on.
Oh man, I fucking Clerks reference.
What was?
You're welcome.
We're doing Silent Bob shit now.
Wes is coming in hard with all the references.
My
I'm
reference
apparently-
game is out of control.
I'm apparently too young for it. Just the
Okay,
wildest
we'll
part.
groom you.
I
We
was
might
just telling
consider me
Tricky
too
I was
old
on
instead.
a podcast for a while, and I used
Oh, that's
an
right.
obscure Clerks, the animated series.
Oh, fuck.
References my old podcast.
With Leonardo.
We were the Pharaoh Wizard.
That is a great name.
There's no way
And
I
I-
was gonna beat this without the strategy. Like, this
You
boy
need to
beat-
heal. You need to heal.
Yes. Oh, I do. I don't have my. No
Okay.
But you can't.
That's fine.
You have no mouth and you must
Frank.
heal.
Oh, Frank,
What's up?
nuke him.
Nuke him?
With
I can't get
watercolor.
close enough. I can't get close
No,
enough.
he's
to
gonna
him
die.
long-term.
He's gonna die.
He's down on one knee.
I know. Ooh.
You literally. Oh, you can do drop it.
Sucking and fucking sucking and fucking fucking and sucking fucking and sucking and fucking sucking. Not a lot of people know that the composer wrote lyrics to this song, so he can have the royalties to it.
They're very similar to the lyrics of a lot of the RPGs
actually
we play here
wrote-
on Super RPG Friends.
Well, it was.
If you look up his repertoire of music, he actually wrote the music for the first tentacle porn movie too. So
Whoa!
he's
Hell yeah, bro.
He's
Yeah,
established.
dude, what a fucking career! Oh my god, no! It's not like this! No, not like this!
No,
Literally
Frankie!
not like this!
Frankie,
No!
Oh, Frankie,
Oh
baby!
my god, are you kidding me?
You got too close. You can't run in straight lines,
He
Frankie.
just aura farmed the fuck out of you. Oh.
Fucker! Oh, I'm so mad at that!
No, God!
Oh!
No,
It's a pretty good game, right, guys? Quest 64, hey?
No!
Oh, I fought for my life on that one. That's fine. I could do some running around and some in between next time. But oh, that was close.
I cannot believe.
I wanted that. I wanted to say I did that with zero grinding or
You should have listened to Joey. Just go nuke him with the water pillar. He would have gone down.
I'm telling you, man, I felt it in my soul.
Wouldn't have done it.
I'm trying to think of what you could do to not die.
Frank was doing the right thing. He just needed to position himself a little better.
He just veered off the path.
Better, yeah.
He just
veered off the path.
Just be better than yes. Do better.
Yeah.
That's it.
Veered off the
Don't you have a save state?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I can.
You know
it's
what's
doable?
Yeah, I mean,
Give
you
us
can
one
also
more, you
go
got
back
this.
into the forest. You can just
We'll
leave
sit here
if
and talk
you really
about
want
tentacle
to.
porn while you give it one last shot.
That's
I was
Isn't
gonna
there,
say
a thing that you could do to make this much easier, though. Look at. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be something.
we try and not die. I just realized that like I don't use save states when I play games. Especially on emulated. No. I'm not saying people who use it.
I'm fucking around.
No, I'm saying that it would make my life so much easier if I would do
Use the
that.
tools available
No,
to you.
Yes,
you
I just
got
don't
it.
think about it.
No. I get it though, because when you're doing something for a video, you want the authentic experience.
Yeah, but I mean,
Or
like
the
that.
closest thing to it.
That's my out. But realistically, I just forget that you can do that.
Wes. Yeah.
So.
And but you know, like, as somebody with OCD, you got to know that like you probably have a very specific way of doing shit, and like
I'm not.
save states
That's
probably are not.
unfortunately that's not my type of OCD. Mine's a little darker, but.
Oh hell yeah, we love a little
Hell yeah, we love that. We love that mental illness, dude.
Yeah.
But
Big fan.
I think for me, I do like how, I try not to use guides,
Frame trapped.
but I think at the same time, like, oh my god, my butthole is puckered right now.
Yeah, no, like
such a
because
piece
he's
of
like
shit.
right on that little doodad. Yeah, but dude, people can change, Frank.
And people can move closer and then destroy you. You need to heal. He's gonna do 20 damage
So
to you.
he's got 200 HP. So the way you're doing this, you got to hit him like 25-ish times.
That's not bad.
Just after you have to be perfect
Right here.
25 times.
Right here.
He missed though.
You just got to be the excellence of execution on this one,
Yeah, Frank.
baby.
Yeah, try hard him.
Back those combos, dude. Get the confirms.
Yeah, you gotta get him. You gotta get him.
Yeah, I mean, you just need
I
a
just
3-piece
gotta make
biscuit,
sure I
bro.
don't get too close to him too.
No. This is good. This
is good.
is as far as you need to be. And I don't think he can make it to you.
Yeah, you
You
need
got
like, a
this big
little
ass
bit of
cauldron.
room to like maneuver out of the way of the laser.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's all the little clutter that I'm next to.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
kind
that's
of.
really.
How are you missing?
Just non-stop missing
I
action.
know, dude.
Is that just a
Bullshit.
roll, or is it just like is it something with the physics of the game?
Oh no!
Oh,
I
he's
think you're too
trying it.
close.
Oh,
I
he's
think
try-
you're too close.
It is a roll, but it's also based on your agility stat. So, you could level your agility.
That's true. I would use heal. Or a dewdrop, but you can't do 2 in a row.
Magic missile.
Spirit armor
you
is
could
not
use it.
shareable either if you use that at the end.
Yeah, I was thinking
At the
about
beginning
maybe
of the
doing
fight.
spirit armor. Come on.
You could also do the 1.5 times defense item you have.
Yeah, I might do that next.
But I will say you're playing a dangerous game right now.
So do you like buffer the movement when you see the animation so you don't get hit by it?
I hold it down.
Oh, yeah.
I hold
Yeah,
it
so
down
there's
from the start.
There's real-time dodging in this game.
I'm getting real tired of watching this child die, Frank.
This poor, like, it's...
I'm doing a filter with
the
zero
61st quest
grinding.
is homicide. So.
You can't be older than my daughter. This is not right.
How long does the talisman last, Mike? You know?
The fight, I believe.
Oh, okay. So you could hit that early on and then... And then make your way. And I would steer clear of any of the clutter area. Like, just don't even bother going over there.
Well, the one spot is the one that his AI gets kind of screwy. It's like I gotta dance in between those, the logs and that. But if he gets close and tries to walk all the way up, it makes it so I have less time. I need a certain amount of distance between me and him when he shoots the laser to dodge.
Yeah.
Frank, I got an idea.
What?
I got an idea. Kite him around the cauldron so he's on your side.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So like you have to like kind of maneuver a little bit. You might get hit by a couple 2-tree lasers.
Now,
because
if you sorry, Joe, you go.
I was like, because if you get him on that side, he's gonna get stuck behind the doodads, and then you have room to dodge the laser.
And he's bigger than you, so he's really gonna get stuck on the doodad.
He's really gonna get them doodads.
He's really gonna get stuck on the doodads.
We're gonna get him stuck on the doodads. Now, if you run up and you smack him, you actually gain back a bunch of mana. Also, you box there, Lamau.
Smack me with it.
Yeah.
Smack him.
Oh no!
You weren't even facing the right way there.
So I know we're trying to like reinvent the wheel here, but the traditional way would just be to let him kill you over and over again because you retained all of your levels that you gained while fighting him on the way here. So every time you come back, you're stronger because when you die, you don't lose anything in this game. So.
Do you think that was a design choice or a rushed thing?
Oh, that was.
Oh, that's its choice. Yeah, because it's got a little Dragon Quest vibes to it.
Yeah, that's a feature, not a bug.
Okay, all right, okay. Because I know when like with Dragon Quest, the king just keeps bringing you back, which is kind of fucked up if you think about it.
Yeah.
But I was always wondering
you
if,
have
like,
my permission to die.
literally. I always just thought that like that was part of like in this game specifically, that was part of them just being like, yeah, we're just gonna make it this way because we can. Or that's the only time we have time for.
Look in my ass, fucking
I heard you getting ready to do it.
I know, he was getting ready to keep fucking me up when I was trying to. There's Joey in the background getting ready for one of his iconic lines.
Sucking in fucking song.
Sucking and fucking.
Eating my balls, eating my butt, fucking my dad, licking my nuts. What are you doing? I actually hate this song though.
I feel like this is the run.
This
is the run. But I will say, don't be afraid to heal yourself.
Be very afraid to heal yourself.
No, it's not. There ain't nothing wrong with healing yourself.
Yeah, that's what pansy asses and Frenchmen do.
There is a god.
I do be healing the next.
You mean John Jackson's canon name?
Jean?
Yeah,
Jack Jean, whatever the hell you said it was.
Jean-Jacques Papa. So Joey, if you're healing a lot in Expedition 33, why the fuck aren't you parrying everything? Are you bad at the game?
Okay, all right. So
Are you terrible at video games?
No. I'm pretty good at parry gameplay, all things considered. Don't let my performance in Nine Souls fool you. But like,
that's not
okay. With games like Borderlands is another example. If I don't kill everything with a headshot, it's not real. You know what I'm saying? And so like I will straight up restart a fight in Clair Obscure where I like if I don't perfect something, then it's not real to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl. They call him Frankie Clutch. This might actually be Frank's hardest fight on this.
This is crazy. This is crazy intense too. Like I'm fucking. If you get hit by that, you're just gonna lose all this. You just gotta go. Frank, you just gotta go.
It'll be all downhill.
Leaving the heart of the cards, Frankie.
Just start throwing rocks at him. Fuck it. Don't even heal.
No, he's got so many more hits, dude. Is he missing everything? Frank, if you just move...
He had the heart of the cards. I also did find my Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters Guide DVD today.
Yo!
So, like, beef up.
Yeah, we might need that on the second monitor, actually.
So I'll play a little bit of... I have my my ocean deck, my Mako Tsunami deck that I have physical. From play some Duel Monsters, dude. Easy peasy.
Oh, dear God. Duel Monsters?
Sorry, not Duel Monsters. That's another card game. But no. Oh my! Do it!
No, Frank. No, Frank. No. Frank, live off one. Don't even heal, bro. This is all you. You got this.
Full send. Full send.
But yes, the fucking do Evo moment 37 on the Svolgarang or whatever.
Gamer moment.
Yeah! I told you! I told you! Did I not say? I said it.
Yes! Yes!
Damn! What was 69? Yo!
Oh my
Fucking
God!
RPG moment 37, baby. Expedition 37.
Oh! That is.
Oh, dude, I'm blasting ropes from the top rope for sure.
I feel really bad for whatever game is the second game in season 5 of this show.
I don't think a single moment will top that.
Ogre Battle 64. I've decided forever. Actually, no, that would suck. I would kill Frank.
Can you imagine the lethal force with which you would come at Frank?
Oh, no, that would severely impact our friendship. Yeah. Well, dude, Ogre Battle 64 is like that is not a game for this format. That game is so much more involved.
If you guys want to keep playing 64, I would play Sheeran 2. There's a fan translation of it, and it's no, it's not that bad.
Compared to what you have to
Sheeran
think
the
about
Wanderer?
what you're doing, though. Yeah.
On the N64 tree too.
I think that's the one that got remade for the Wii and then got remade again, right?
No, I only play N64 games, so I'm not familiar with that.
My man. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
But nothing ages to me because this is all I've been playing for 30 years.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
I keep getting older, but they keep staying the same age.
Although Hybrid Heaven
I keep hearing about
these hard.
Hybrid Heaven would be fun. That's a good one.
Hybrid Heaven would be.
Oh, you did a video on that too.
Weird blast. Like it would be such an interesting time.
Dude, that game.
Custom Robo's lots of fun to stream too.
Oh yeah, Custom Robo's
sick. Mystical Ninja Star and Goemon.
That's one of my favorite games. That's my favorite game.
I love that game.
Dude, that's
my friend and I stayed up all night playing and beating that game like 2 years ago.
Dude, it's
so good.
We were beating off and then also beating that
Goemon.
game.
That's the most appropriate game to do that to. I will say that.
Goonimon? Is that anything?
Goemon? I always called him Goemon.
I did too because that was
That's wrong. That's wrong.
I know.
I hate it.
It's Goemon, right?
Yeah.
Or Goemon.
Goemon, yeah. The E is an A, I believe.
Frank,
have you tried
Goemon
420 no-scoping instead of missing everything?
That's what I need.
Dude, you're getting beat up by school kids. Furry school kids.
You're getting beat up by me times 3.
Furry Joey school kids.
These are
Joey trio.
Joey Mons. Dude, when are you gonna make a whole card game called Joey Mon? And it's just different versions of Joey. That's good merch.
Bro, if I could hit one fucking thing, this would my life would be completely different. I'd be a changed fucking man.
So what you're gonna do is, when you're done the stream, you're gonna tape an elastic band, to your
I
thing.
already
And
was like, that's something I have to do.
But I will tell you this: the trade-off with that is if you get really high agility, it's gonna be hard for things to hit you. But when they hit you, you're gonna die.
Oh no.
Because you're not gonna be able to get hit, which means you're not going to.
Oh, that's a good point.
Get more. No. Hold up. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Because Mike, you said that hitting with your staff increases HP.
Correct.
So maybe that's wrong. Because I always thought getting hit getting hit,
defense.
not defense. That's true.
Defense and HP are different things, brother. You've played RPGs. I know you have. I've seen.
Yes, listen, I'm trying. Okay, I don't play video games anymore. The only games I play are the games that do video. And then I curl up in a ball and I rest.
Rest. I don't know.
And I rest.
I rest.
That's it. You're very liberal with those rolling. I'll tell you that.
I wanted to do it. I felt like it was calling me.
A liberal pounding a rolling rock, bro. Yeah.
Liberals, eh? I want to play Sheeran the Wanderer. What? Is there a PlayStation version of that game?
There are tons of versions of that game.
Every system has one. Yeah.
Okay.
Not to mention the greater Mystery Dungeon franchise that is built around the same core.
Because there's a game that I was looking at doing a video on the PlayStation 1, and I don't remember if it was Sheeran the Wanderer, but it kind of has like the same vibe.
Is it Torneco's Last Hope?
Yeah, I was gonna say
no. Maybe. I don't know, but it almost looks like Bomberman. I guess the camera angle looks like Bomberman Hero for the 64. Or Bomberman 64.
Remember that shit?
Dude, I love those games. Those are my first Bomberman games. I cannot wait to do a video on those too, but...
They weren't my first, but I think they still stand up as some of the best.
I remember being
they're great.
by fucking Bomberman
Their music
64, playing it as a kid. It was one of the first games that I had. Just the weirdly obtuse, like, isometric 3D platforming.
Yeah, it was
really
strange.
Yeah.
And like the way that Asia Dreams. What's that? Oh, is that
I used to love it.
It's like between Mystery Dungeon and Zelda, sort of.
Ooh, it looks cool.
I don't know how to
describe it. That's one of my favorite PS1
Samurai game PS1.
The Sheeran yeah.
Not Soul.
Fucking my dad and my mom and my cousin. What?
It's Brave Fencer Matsuchi.
Musashi.
Guys, I have dyslexia. You can't make fun of me.
Sorry, you can't laugh at him.
You can't laugh at me.
Mitsushi is good.
That was all Frank. We were gently helping.
The fact that Frank laughed at you is insane, though, because I've seen that man pronounce words that like in ways that I've never heard before.
He pulls them up to the fucking butcher block sometimes, and I love it.
Well, 6 does too. I think it's just a Florida thing.
Oh,
it's like an accent.
See the post I
Well,
did
have you seen the public education levels?
Video game?
Sorry, there's a lot going on there. What?
Brave Fencer, Musashi, and Quest 64 on it, on the cover together.
No, that's crazy.
Wait, what post was that?
I had to like commission a friend in Brazil to find this magazine for me because it's just like
so obtuse,
impossible to find up here. And it's a like a game guide that has guide for Brave Fencer Musashi and for Quest 64. So together, Brian and Musashi are on the cover. Like
that's
amazing. That's amazing.
No, I didn't know. I don't think I saw that. I usually see everything.
I love that game.
I'll see if I can find the post and I'll send you a link.
Yeah. I'd love to see it. Cause like that's like one that like because the reason why I do a lot of N64 games because that's what I grew up with, but I also didn't play a lot of 64 games. I played like the ones I had and like that was it. And then they were very expensive. And then I had a PS1, but I only had like Final Fantasy 7. I can't even think Pac-Man World, maybe. I don't even remember the ones I had. But like that's why I'm basically doing the videos I'm doing is because I'm just going for games that I really wanted to play and playing them and making stuff out of it essentially. So like Brave Fencer Versace.
Yeah, Brave Fencer Versace.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
actually. I like that a lot.
Yeah. That one I was like, this is definitely a game I would play. and so that's I really want it. But too bad. Okay, I just can I vent?
Mystical Ninja Gucci-mon.
And yes, Mr. Mystical Ninja Gucci-mon. The good news is I have a physical copy of that. I just bought. This is gonna sound so stupid. I bought the Japanese copy of Mega Man Legends 1 and 2, which was $25 each.
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say.
Basically new.
I know. What we're
And then
into.
and then I bought the physical copy of the English Mega Man Legends because I'm doing the video on it and I usually like have the game with me. That was $125.
Yeah, bro, I know. Tron Bon is
I was
like
gonna
380.
Yeah, why?
one of the most
why are they
expensive
all
games I
so
own.
expensive?
Because people are stupid and fucking dumb, nerdy millennials like jacked up the fucking market. You know,
Like Japanese games, like I buy
Plus, you could
Japanese
just-
games, I'm fine.
Just play it on N64. It's cheaper there.
Well, here's the thing. The reason I didn't go with the 64 version, first off, I actually thought I had a copy. My brother, we owned a copy of that game. That's where I first played it. And my brother lost it. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just going to do it on the PS1 because it's better on the PS1, unfortunately. Like not the graphics. The N64 does a really cool thing where like it has this, what is it, like mist in the background, like that you can see further, or it's not that you can see further, it's just there's not like, yeah, the draw distance is really nicely done on the N64, but the sound and the visuals are like crunched, so it just doesn't look and sound as good. So
It's
that's
like an
why
N64 game.
yes, that's all right, but like, yeah, so that's why I chose to do the PS1 version instead. But I was gonna do it on 64. But is it cheaper for the physical?
64. I didn't know that the sound was any better on other systems.
No, well that's the thing. If I didn't look it up, because what happened was I didn't have the physical copy. I was like, shit, okay, well I'm gonna look into it, see what I can get. And then I saw the PlayStation. People were like, well, just play the PlayStation one, dude. It's better for this reason. And me being me, I just looked it up. What's the difference? I was like, all right, well, I'll do that. But I just hate how expensive. What's it for? How much does it cost for the 64?
probably about
like 50 bucks for. No, it's like 50 bucks for the North American, and then like near 30 bucks for the Japanese for Rockman.
What am I doing? I already committed. I did.
I mean, you could have just emulated it.
No, I did. That's what I do. I don't have the setup to record
Like
actual
on
games.
OG hardware.
Yeah, I want to. I'm trying to work my way up, but I'm trying to get a retro tank. But
John can
money.
help you with figuring that stuff out and setting it up when the time comes. He's really
yeah.
good with that stuff.
Yeah, and I want to because I want to make. I'd like to do physical copies and actually record the physical gameplay, but like we just said, I can't right now. So, but that's why I like buying them, because I genuinely like having them. So I don't really feel bad emulating anyway.
Yeah.
But I like to support, quote unquote, the creators of the game by having a physical copy, even though it doesn't.
have,
That's why I keep all the.
Okay.
No, that's why I have an extensive collection of South Park VHS tapes too, is to support them.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Support the creators and the relevant media format for sure.
Yes.
Yep.
In there.
Absolutely.
I also like just showing it, being like, "Oh, look at the game!"
Yeah, that
That's
is
nice.
kind of cool.
It's nice.
Do what Frank does and borrow games from John.
Shit!
Especially because like making a video like that, you're really putting a part of yourself into like making a piece of art, and having the relevant thing is like makes it even more special, because you're like, I made something about this. So like even beyond like being able to emulate it or whatever, I can definitely understand how it's like I kind of want to have this.
Yeah, I just want to own it, and I am trying to kind of build a collection of physical while I can, but that's just the way it goes. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher to get physical stuff and anything.
Why don't you buy a kiss on my cheek right here?
Oh, I already did. Mwah.
Okay, all right.
Mm.
All right.
That one was for free. Guys, it's so hot in my room right now. I'm like
You
dying.
gotta get a little fan for your nuts.
I need.
Everybody needs a nut fan.
Do you have AC in Canada?
Yeah, we do. I actually have a. What are they called? The thing you on the walls. They're really nice.
Glacier.
The glacier. We have glaciers on the walls. I have that, but my door's closed, so I'm not getting any ventilation, and it's really
Just fill
hot
that
out.
thing up with farts.
Yeah, I was just feeling. I'm filling up I'm gassing myself out right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Awesome. Frank, are you done?
Yeah.
We're
We're actually past usually when we would hit having to run back through there without using the wings, putting us back a little bit over. But yeah, we're back on the old intro outro now.
Speaking of running
okay.
back, Frank was salty and he wanted that run back
what the
against
fuck is this?
Sauvignon or whatever his fucking name was.
I
Sauvignon.
demanded. I'm happy I did that. That was definitely one of the most like good moves I had to make in a row to beat a boss on the show so far. So that's a.
Dude,
I
I
believed
loved
in
it.
that,
But look
man.
at that
I
boss.
saw
That
the
was
vision.
Yeah, I had to bang my head against that boss as a child. I distinctly remember that motherfucker being like the gate. I remember his whole opening speech like I feel validated that I was like,
Yeah.
bitch, I can beat you without just running straight from place to place. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah. Dude, I had a blast. I'm so happy that we got to play this game, and I'm happy we got Mike on here. And Wes, it was great meeting you.
Absolute delight.
The legendary Wesley.
Joey, you exist.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it was super fun. I really enjoyed coming back to this, like a real instant blast of fucking nostalgia, without a doubt. Just like the sounds, the visuals, like we all said, like the second that fucking forest loaded up, Joey was like, ah, like it was fucking like a
Psychic
scene
damage.
from Akira. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it felt like I was like literally entering a dissociative state.
No, but it's awesome, and I'm really happy we got to start this season off really strong. We had fucking awesome guests. Like, thank you guys for coming on. This will probably be a nice 6-ish episodes. So it's Quest 64 for 3 weeks. It's gonna be pretty sick.
As long as you stay on the path, I think it might even be 5.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Record low encounter rate. Yeah.
Yeah, right. We will, since we're wrapping on up, we will go around and get any final words we want to say about the game or the episode. Then we'll let the people know what you do on the internet and where we could find you. Wesley, my beloved, I know you know how to do this. You want to start it off for me?
Honestly, like, I was a little uncertain because I have so many mixed feelings of Quest 64, but I think saying the nostalgia bit hit real hard is true not only if you loved this game in the past, but like if you have any kind of warm fuzzies for this era of gaming, Quest 64 not only hits a bunch of them, but just like the visuals and the music, way better than I remember them.
Yeah. A lot of really good animations in this game that I really took for granted.
Like way better than you remember a lot of games having. I don't know. I'm super excited I got to be here for the first night in, and honestly, I need to watch the rest of this series because I am freaking loving some Quest 64 right now.
I think the last thing that I can remember doing this game as a kid, it was either, I'm not sure which came first, but I remember the area that you run on the long green thing, and then I remember the long blue dungeon. Whichever one of those came after was like my last memory of this game. I don't think I ended up getting further from than there, and if I did, I didn't get much farther.
I think the ice cave comes last.
Oh damn!
Because
almost fucking did.
No, it's not last in the game.
Sticky. There's no ice in this game.
It's not
the blue cave, bro.
Is it called the blue
cave?
I'm such a phony dude.
You didn't know about the courtyard, Treaky?
Huh?
I said you didn't know about the courtyard either?
I didn't know about the courtyard. I didn't know about half the stuff. I didn't know that hitting things with a stick gave you HP. I actually, unironically, if it's my turn now, I have learned more today than I feel like I learned even doing my video. And I feel like I now want to read time for that, but unironically, maybe for like next year's anniversary, I might redo one or something. I don't know. Putting 2 videos. There's just so much of this game. There's so much of this game that I didn't even realize was in it.
Just play Brian's Journey instead, Treek, and then link them together.
That's true.
It's
I could do
serious.
that. And Fantasy Challenge.
It's
No, don't play it.
It's a real game that exists, everybody.
Yes, it is a real game. I promise.
Not for the not for the Game Boy JD Vance.
No, not for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. I did. Wes, you want to tell us about what you do on the internet and where we can find you?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. You can find me on Blue Sky at Lone Weasel dot the other shit. But mostly you can find my internet goings on RPG Fan, where I write and podcast and do all sorts of stuff. I've got an author page on there. Go into About, you'll find it. You can find everything. A little bit less lately, but I've got a lot of stuff written that I'm starting to get edited and out there. We're gonna see a good few things going out in the near future.
Heck yeah. That's all. All right, back to you, Treaky. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure I didn't.
Oh, that's
forget
no,
with my
that's
own
okay.
ADHD.
Absolutely. You guys can find me on YouTube at Tricky Boy. I make 2010 style YouTube videos. Quest 64 being my most famous. You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky as well at Tricky Boy. And
You said
Instagram
give
as
sub,
well.
Noob.
What?
Noobalicious just did some gift subs, so I said.
Oh,
the
thank you, Noobalicious.
My beloved. Yeah, but no, thank you for coming on, man. It's been a blast.
Oh, I always have fun.
And now you have a Sprite, so you're officially you're in universe now for
I'm
when
in
we
it
do
now.
Super RPG Friends NFTs. I'm joking. Mike, you have any final things you want to say about tonight, and then you want to let us know where we can find you?
No, it was great. Had lots of fun watching you guys play. I didn't have to backseat drive, which is super fun. Usually I join these things and yeah. I join these things and it's like, don't tell me what to do, and then 5 minutes later it's like, all right, which way do I have to go now? Tell me how to get out of here, especially the forest. So it's cool watching people play and have a good time. You can find me on Blue Sky. That's the only place I am right now. Quest 64 official. It's where you get all the updates for what the next numbered quest game is going to be. Other than that, I'm just kind of like a vigilante algorithm manipulator, trying to screw Quest 64 into everybody's brains until they're all dead and we all move on to the afterlife.
No, we can
which is the real
talk
Quest
about
65.
Quest 60. Yeah, that's where Quest 65 is. Tricky, I remember when you said earlier, when you were saying about how you feel like you learned a lot more about this game than when you were doing it. I think that's one of my favorite things about this show and the format of bringing on guests and stuff is that we just get to see these games from so many different viewpoints by bringing in people and getting to share what they thought about their experience with it and stuff like that. And so I'm happy that is something that because that's something that I love about this show. So I'm happy that kind of sparked some stuff in you. It did its job. I'm happy to hear.
Yeah.
Joseph, my beloved. Sorry, that felt weird. Actually, that feels like when I called Julie by her name and not Babe, calling you Joseph.
Babe.
I didn't like that. I'm
Babe.
sorry. Never again.
It's pronounced Joesef.
Shwisef.
Zuidaviv.
I guess I actually haven't really played through this game since I was a kid, and it's been a really long time. I mean, I did watch Triky's video, and that brought up a lot of thoughts about the game. I think nothing really changed too much from when I was a kid. But at least I'm not playing it, so I can't say for sure. But usually every time we play a game on here, I end up playing through it before. But this is the game I know the least about of all the games that we've played, so that's interesting. But yeah, I find a lot of charm in the visuals of this game that I kind of overlooked at first, which is neat. But in terms of following me, you can put my stupid Blue Sky. I haven't streamed in a while. I am going to do some kind of special stream. I've been putting together a set list of about 90 minutes of music that I want to play. Which I've never streamed music before, playing music before. So, kind of anxious about that one.
It'll be good.
That sounds
Thanks,
fun.
man. It's just gonna be like sad folk stuff. I can't really record my guitar and my actual like setup and everything. So I'm just gonna do like stripped down versions of stuff and see how that works. But I'll be doing that I think maybe this weekend. I'll let you guys know on Thursday. Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, I do want to start streaming. I think I want to start streaming fighting games a bit more. But yes, I do. I really just need to like buckle down and actually like learn. Yeah, again. So it's been a really long time since I've like taken a fighter seriously. So we'll be doing that at some point. But yeah, either way, follow me here. I'll see you guys on Thursday for part 2 of this. So I'm always here.
Guys, I know I've probably put in my little bit all the way through, but I've been loving returning to this game. Instant nostalgia bomb. Really enjoying like thinking about the battles with a little bit more strategy and shit like that, especially falling into the now let the speedrunners know, guys, it's the cooking pot strategy, the next big thing.
It's huge.
It's huge. But yeah, I've been having this was a really, really fun episode. I'm excited to finally beat this game, bring some more people on, and just fucking Quest 64, like we're finally making it. My name is Frank, aka Woodman FLG. Super RPG Friends is my baby. We are back with a normal schedule. Tomorrow we're playing some Mecha Break, but I think beforehand I'm doing something with the suit posting guys with like a Ava watch party. I'll let you guys know beforehand. I put Mecha Monday to pasture, and then they're like, Frank, what about anime watch parties? And I'm like, once I think I'm out, they bring me back in. But you guys can find us Tuesday through Thursday. The next episode of Quest will be on Thursday. It's going to be me, Joey, and John so far. We'll see who else we bring on. But it's going to be a good motherfucking time. Thank you guys all so much for coming out to this game. I know it's not like a Final Fantasy or something like that a lot of people instantly go like, oh, I know that one. You guys came out to see us talk about something a little bit weirder, a little bit more obscure, and a little bit more controversial. And I appreciate that everyone came out and hung out. It was fucking awesome.
It was a great time.
It was awesome. Thank you guys all for coming on. It was a blast. We're going to be shooting a raid on over to our buddy Sarzak. He's a good guy. He's playing some shmups. We were talking about edging and shmups earlier, so I figured it was an appropriate move.
It really was. It really is.
We're going to close this down the way we've been doing it since day one, and that's with an Earthbound reference. 3, 2, 1. Fuzzy Pickles, you guys.
Fuzzy
Pickles. See you next time.
Pickles.
Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.